And you know how to forget all the wrongs and every reason why we've changed. And there's a storm inside my head. It's getting me in trouble, baby, and I can't break away. I thought that I could keep it low. Take it easy, take it slow. We ended up just like before, so take it easy, take it easy. Thought that I could keep it low. Take it easy, take it slow. We ended up just like before, so take it easy.
Internet, hello and welcome to OKLCS Season 4 Week 3 Platinum Cap stream. I'm Alex HNA22, and unfortunately, Thomas Shaq Daddy Arata, who was to be my co-caster today, has fallen ill, and so I went out with the remaining hours that I had, tried to find somebody who could co-cast with me, and unfortunately couldn't find anyone. So as for today, it will just be me. Hopefully we won't have that situation happen again. We'll do our best to avoid it so that you don't have to listen to me talk for the duration of 4 games, but that will be what you have to deal with for today. So, we have 4 games of Platinum Cap teams playing against each other for you tonight, beginning with our first game of the night, which will be Better at WoW versus Oklahoma Gold Rush, and we'll go ahead and get right into the game. Alright, so it is Better at WoW on blue side up against Oklahoma Gold Rush on the red side. And if I'm not mistaken, both of these teams going into this game are undefeated 2-0 in their first 2 weeks at the OKLCS. So one of these teams will continue that streak 3-0 today, and one of them will receive their first loss this split.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Right, so we will see what's going to happen. Oklahoma Gold Rush with the standard fan bonus from Better at WoW will just plop a ward. See Ignopius. Troidalor going to get some vision on the start of bonus on the other side. Gets the ward onto the blue buff just to make sure, hey, I want to know where he's starting. That way I can path appropriately. Probably can infer that bonus will be starting on the Raptor camp just based on champion selection. Troidalor will be able to do so as well with those saplings. Doesn't look like he's going for the whole sapling long-range leash that we've seen before in European LCS. Mr. Quadra and Brosidon actually looking at that Raptor camp to try and see if they can mess up Troidalor's initial clear. Mr. Quadra will have that ward there to see that that is where Troidalor is starting, so we'll get to see. Better at WoW. Both bottom lanes actually are just going to head down to that bottom lane, not needing to leash their respective junglers. And we'll start with standard lanes now. Poseidon in Ignopius, just be trying to harass one another. Mr. Quadra on Renekton up against Yuna X Titus on Rumble. Yuna X Titus has been quite the Rumble player this split so far. He's done a really good job on the Rumble, landing those equalizers, laning appropriately. Rumble is a little bit it's not as lane dominant ever since the changes to Flame Spitter, but is a little bit easier to manage his heat, manage his cooldowns. Alright, Ignopius, as you would kind of expect in any Syndra versus standard mage lane, Ignopius is going to get shoved in a little bit. Poseidon gonna have him up under the tower. And Silverhammer, that's the question here. Silverhammer is playing Scion support, which we've seen it a few times in professional play, not super recently, but it is pretty effective. It's got good in lane because of Roar the Slayer. It offers you long range harass, and using his decimating smash from Fog of War is very effective if he can get brush control. Yuna X Titus, he's in the danger zone. Mr. Quadra needs to back away, not make sure he doesn't eat the entirety of that Flame Spitter. Mr. Quadra now, both top laners rather, popping their potions. He's gonna overheat now. Mr. Quadra stuns him with the Ruthless Predator, but he's taking a lot of damage. Yuna X Titus is overheated, and he's just gonna flash for the auto attack. First blood and a solo kill onto Mr. Quadra. In the mid lane, Ignopius gonna take some damage from Poseidon, but Poseidon low on mana, so can't really follow up too much on that one. Does get the Thunderlord's proc. Alright, so one kill goes over to Oklahoma Gold Rush. Yuna X Titus getting the better end of that trade onto Mr. Quadra. Mr. Quadra just not respecting the damage that a Flame Spittering Rumble with Overheat can do. Maybe overestimating his Renekton damage as well. Rumble is traditionally not so much as the game has developed, but in the olden times, especially back when Renekton was good, Rumble is kind of a lane bully because you have Scrap Shield to block a lot of that short harass trades from Renekton, and you can unload a lot of damage through the minion wave with Flame Spitter. Right, so no jungle intervention yet. Silverhammer gonna knock up throwbacks with the Decimating Smash. Like we said, out of Fog of War, he can charge that pretty effectively. It's really hard to gauge exactly where that's going to end for better at Wild's bottom lane. Mr. Quadra going to go for that short trade again, but Yuna X Titus with that Scrap Shield, like I was saying, is going to be able to come out ahead on that. Now Yuna X Titus will continue to keep shoving Mr. Quadra under the tower. He is slowly falling behind in terms of CS. In general, Rumble is traditionally a champion that struggles with CSing just because Flame Spitter kind of hard to appropriately, you know, gauge how much damage you're gonna do to a minion, try and get it down as it's gonna die. But Mr. Quadra, he did give up the kill. He's about a wave's worth up of CS. Trodelor is invading onto the enemy jungle as Ignopius burns his teleport to come back into the lane, having bought the lost chapter off of his first recall. There's the Roar of the Slayer into the Decimating Smash, and that's a lot of damage onto Throwback. Silverhammer just using the Soul Furnace shield to block up anything that Throwbacks and Hold My Stones could do back to him. Pulse Heart will take the Piercing Arrow on the back end of it, so trade's about even in terms of the total HP bars. So here we go. Bonus is going to gank onto Yuna X Titus. Arctic Assault after the Ruthless Predator. They're going to stun him up. And Renekton with Sejuani is really effective. Yuna X Titus, no flash. Like we said, Scrap Shield is alive. So will he be able to make it out? Trottler flashes, or Bramble Smash will keep them away from his top laner. And Yuna X Titus survived. Really nice play from Trottler to save his top laner. He is behind on EXP compared to Bonus, but good job keeping his top laner there. And now Yuna X Titus will get the chance to recoup a little bit. And one of the interesting interactions, Sejuani, as you know, the change to her E, you have to stack it with 4 melee auto attacks, and Renekton's Ruthless Predator will count for 2 or even 3 of those. So really nice interaction you got in that top lane. Unfortunately, they just don't have the damage with Mr. Quadra a little bit behind compared to UNX Titus. He has that nice scrap shield. So UNX Titus will survive. He drops the equalizer just to clear out the wave so that he can recall safely without missing too much of that wave. False Heart and Silver Hammer have gotten themselves the slightest of CS leads in the bottom lane, about 2 waves worth. Mr. Quadra slice and dice his way through the minion wave and will take a recall of his own. Haunting guys coming out for UNX Titus, and that's going to mean he hurts a lot onto Mr. Quadra, who has yet to build any magic resist. And those flat penetration stats, like the Sorcerer Shoes, like the Haunting guys, are very effective against low MR targets. Poseidon gonna miss that cannon, unfortunate. Trotilor and Fonus will find each other. They're not gonna fight too much over the Scuttle Crab. And Trotilor gonna take that one. He spites it away. No, Fonus is the one who got that one, and now the bottom lane of Oklahoma Gold Rush on their way up. They're just going to force him back. Broadside just barely misses the Scatter the Weak stun onto Ignopius. And we will see a little bit of a lull in the action as teams sort of just back away. No one wants to make the over-aggressive play that results in a death on their side. Mr. Quadra slice and dices in onto UNX Titus. The Scrap Shield will reduce a lot of the damage coming out, and now UNX Titus uses the magic penetration stats on the Haunting guys to great effect. Oh, here we go. Chain of Corruption lands onto False Heart. He flashes away from the death sentence. Good decimating smash from Silver Hammer will stop any further chase. And Fonus, he came in trying to use the Glacial Prison, but he did not have the appropriate timing with his bottom lane. They might have gone a little bit too early on that one. Next, Titus gonna do what Rumble does, and what Rumble does is shove the tower, or shove the wave into the tower, rather. Oklahoma Gold Rush just happy to farm up under their tower. They've already got a CS lead, and now they're nice and safe closer to their tower. This is an interesting buy from Fonus to go for the Boots of Mobility so early. It is what you generally... Ooh, Equalizer was used in the mid lane. I guess UNX Titus wanted to try and see if he could help Ignopius pick up a kill, but with no hard CC among Ziggs and Rumble, just a lot of slows and damage. So weren't able to get anything out of Broadside, he's able to just walk himself out of there. Mr. Quadra gonna pop a ward down. UNX Titus gonna try and take it, trying to bait for Trotilor, who is here, but Fonus is here as well. Glacial Prison comes out, and Equalizer was used in the mid lane. UNX Titus flashes away. He's got the Scrap Shield, but he will go down to Mr. Quadra in the end. Now Trotilor stunned up by the Ruthless Predator into the stun. It's a double kill for Renekton. Now Broadside has found Ignopius, uses the Unleashed Power. There's not a lot of damage. Barrier comes out. Ignopius, no, he gets it with the last bouncing bomb. Broadside doesn't get the kill. Just a little bit too slow. Ignopius doing a really good job with his variety of abilities. Oh, but he might have come out. This is not where you wanted to be. Fonus forces the flash away from him, but Ignopius will live. Probably didn't need to push out like that, where he didn't have his any health. So he does lose the summoner spell for that. But yeah, the Boots of Mobility on the Sejuani, it is what you do on the jungle when you're trying to make a lot of early game pressure happen. But in general, I don't know if a Sejuani can really do that as effectively as a lot of other junglers, like Elise, for example. So you might just be better off going for the defensive boots, get some of that benefit from Tenacity or the Ninja Tabi passive. And yeah, Fonus is he's out farming Trotilor now. He has 2 assists to his name compared to the 1 death on Trotilor in that top lane skirmish. Throwback's gonna face check into a fully charged decimating smash, and now he's gonna get condemned away from his team. But there's the Chain of Corruption. Throwback's gonna use the play to get the Courage of the Colossus. But here's Trotilor on the backside. Falseheart will pick up that kill. And that will be a quick kill for Oklahoma Gold Rush's ADC, and on Vayne, that's who you want to get going. Fonus does not quite have Glacial Prison. He will have it very soon, and he wants to look for a fight onto Ignopius, who does get stunned up into the Glacial Prison. Beautiful chain CC from Better Out. Wow. Mid and jungle synergy coming in from Broadside and Fonus. It will be nice kill onto Ignopius. Now UNX Titus gonna take some damage from Mr. Quadra. He's overheating with the Flame Splitter. Mr. Quadra actually feels pretty nice about his chances now. with those 2 kills he's picked up, he does a lot more damage onto Yuna X Titus now. Brosidon has made his way up to the top lane. There's Scout of the Week. Does stun him up into the Ruthless Predator. Dominus goes down. Equalizer not enough to pick up any members of Better at WoW, and it will be a 3rd kill for Mr. Quadra in the top lane. Really nice play. Brosidon has landed 2 really good Scout of the Weeks to kill off both solo laners of Oklahoma Gold Rush, and now Better at WoW, they're pressuring the top lane tower for tower first blood. No teleport available. Yuna X Titus is still dead for the next 3 seconds. It will be tower first blood going down in favor of Better at WoW. They find themselves 1.7k gold in the lead. On the other side, Troller are gonna try and use this top lane presence of Better at WoW to go for the Mountain Drake. But they are back. Teleport coming in from Mr. Quadra, and Bonus is already here. He's got a higher level smite compared to Troller, who's actually going very low. Not super low, but he is taking damage there. But there's Mr. Quadra isolated by Oklahoma Gold Rush, and they're just gonna focus him down. He tries to slice and dice out, but it will be a shutdown going over to Yuna X Titus now. Throwbacks is taking a lot of damage. Mega Inferno Bomb picks him up. And Oklahoma Gold Rush, they come out with 2 for 0 on an ambitious fight from Better at WoW. No! Stolen! Brosidon steals the Mountain Drake from over the side. Troller with his own signature play, missing the smite onto the objective. Alright, so Oklahoma Gold Rush, they get 2 for 0 in the fight, but at the end of the day, Brosidon successfully steals away the Mountain Dragon with Scatter of the Week over the wall. In spite of that, however, Oklahoma Gold Rush, they're transitioning very nicely into this mid-game. They've got a very ahead False Heart on Vayne, and he might just go for the dive on to Hold My Stone. There's the Unstoppable Onslaught. Chain of Corruption will keep him away under tower, but Silver Hammer picks up the kill. No problem for that support. Oh, here we go. Glacial Prison not going to catch Ignopius with a stun, but there's Unleashed Power, and there's Phoenix going to have the damage. Brosidon picks up a kill onto Ignopius once again with the help of his jungler. Okay, so 500 gold is all that separates Better at WoW from Oklahoma Gold Rush, but Oklahoma Gold Rush, they have all the outer towers still available, so that's some low-hanging gold available. And I would say, with how ahead False Heart is compared to Hold My Stone, still already 30 CS ahead just about, as well as that kill and 3 assists to his name. Oh, goodness. So now with Cinderhulks finished on both junglers as well as those boots, Bonus picks up an extra Kindle Gem. Wonder what that's going to be going into. More than likely is going to be the Warmog's armor. Gives you a lot of extra HP as well as that HP regen to top you up at any given point in the game. It could potentially be the Knight's Vow if he wants to empower Brosidon or Hold My Stones with a little bit of extra tankiness. As we see a lot of the tank junglers nowadays going for a very support style builds. Umbrella Nomcon's finished for both mid laners as well as those Sork boots. So this is a good spike in damage for both mid laners. Mr. Quadra starting up on his own blue buff, gonna be handing that off to Brosidon to make sure that Phoenix can get maximum jungle efficiency, gives him the chance to go somewhere else. Now Mr. Quadra doing a pretty good job right now. He has got himself the slightest of CS leads over Yuna X Titus, has Phage and the Tiamat. Almost done with that Black Cleaver. Looks like we will see the action calm down once again. Throwbacks, don't know if you can really go for a whole lot in this lane right now because Silverhammer's gotten to the point he's super tanky. False Heart will do significantly more damage to Hold My Stones just because there's not a whole lot of reliable hard CC from Better at WoW. You have to rely on hitting the Chain of Corruption, hitting the Death Sentence. And it's really hard to do on a tumbling / invisible Vayne for False Heart. Better at WoW, they find Troller. Another steal! Blue buff goes over to Brosidon and Oklahoma Gold Rush. They were really sad after that one. And Brosidon has been pretty on point with Scout of the Week. He's now got a CS lead over Ignopius. He's got 2 steals onto Blue buff and to Mountain Dragon. Now Mr. Quadra, he is now fancying his chances onto Yuna, X Titus, and Lara. There's a lot of damage going down. Those short trades are what helps Mr. Quadra, considering his lead right now. Now, oh, Silverhammer and False Heart looking for something cheeky on to hold my stones out of Fog of War, but the Summoning Smash not gonna land. Hold my stones and throwbacks just sidestepping out of that one. Alright, but they've got Fonus in their back pocket. False Heart's here forward. Chain of Corruption lands. It is going to hit Silver Hammer, but it does spread to False Heart shortly. He's going invisible. Silver Hammer's actually going for Hold My Stones here. His team had abandoned him looking for False Heart. Now False Heart's going back in because here's the teleport from Unax Titus. False Heart gets the kill into throwbacks in a 1v3. Ignopius dies to the Unleashed Power. The Equalizer being used, but Hold My Stones and Fonus did make it out of there. Hold My Stones having to burn both of his summoners. Ignopius gets outplayed by the sheer amount of damage from Bros Sidon. And because of that teleport, Unax Titus, he does help his team secure a kill, but it's Mr. Quadra left alone in the top lane, and now he's going on to Chortler. It's a 2-level deficit for the jungler of Oklahoma Gold. So Mr. Quadra, he's got a little bit of a health deficit, but here's Bros Sidon. Scatter the Weak lands onto him. Chortler flashes away, gets the summoning hand from False Heart. Mr. Quadra getting kited away. Now he's getting chased down. False Heart will pick up another killing spree for the AD carry of Oklahoma Gold Rush. Better at WoW. They're going a little bit ham there. They commit a lot onto Chortler, who, you know, he's not super farmed up, but he is still a Maokai. Maokai gets a lot of healing from his passive, as is a lot of inherent tankiness. Throwbacks and Hold My Stones looking for Unax Titus, but they're just gonna have to back away and pick up the wave. And we will see Chortler. He's got a Glacial Shroud. That's more than likely gonna be the Righteous Glory for Maokai. Like Benjamin was talking about last night, Maokai is one of the champions that really benefits from the Righteous Glory as a tank jungler. Because of the extra bit of movement speed you get, so you can get in range in order to use Twisted Advance. On Maokai, Maokai and Sion both have a lot of nice AoE CC, and Chortler's gonna get death sentenced here by throwbacks, but it's really just to push him away from this dragon. The first tower for Oklahoma Gold Rush will finally go down in the top lane as Better at WoW focused down the Mountain Drake. It will go down. Fonus smites that one away. Chortler kept away by throwbacks. Mr. Quadra just taking away the Gromp or not, because it resets. Mr. Quadra now he's zoned away. He's not gonna he's gonna force away False Heart with the ultimate. Now Mr. Quadra will make it back to his tower nice and safely. Unax Titus now going aggressive on to Hold My Stones. The Electro Harpoon is chunking him down and he's burning away. Oh, but Silver Hammer used the Unstoppable Onslaught. Mr. Quadra will absorb that one. For Bro Sidon, Equalizer goes down into Hold My Stones. Unax Titus flashes for the Flame Spitter. Hold My Stones. Chain of Corruption will root Unax Titus in place and they will be able to back away. Oklahoma Gold Rush, they send their mid and their jungle onto that mid lane tower, but here comes the Better at WoW. Hold My Stones trying to do what he can to wave clear away from Unax Titus, and he's got to be very careful because Unax Titus might fancy his chances here. There he goes, Flame Spitter burning away on to Hold My Stones, and Unax Titus just walks in and walks out. And yeah, Hold My Stones without any summoners, without any HP, really not the place you want it to stay against Rumble. He does a lot of damage. You have no magic resistance in his full flat magic penetration build on Rumble. Oh, but Unax Titus, as I say, it might have stayed a little too long for himself. Fonus is gonna find him, stun him up, and take him out. Will be the revenge kill for Better at WoW's jungler. Sidon going to be handed off the blue buff once again by Mr. Quadra, doing a really nice job. Oh, but Fonus might be caught here. He's got throwbacks in the back pocket, but the death sentence goes wide. Silver Hammer and False Heart fancy their chances now. There's the final hour being chased by throwbacks. There's the Glacial Prison to stop him. Throwbacks has the flame backwards, but here's Mr. Quadra, stuns up False Heart, and it will be the shutdown going over to Fonus. A little bit over aggressive by False Heart, and he's been playing aggressive all game. Just gotta temper that a little bit. It's been working up until that point, but did not anticipate the teleport coming in from Mr. Quadra, the exhaust from throwbacks. Poseidon gets the scatter of the weak stun. That's quite a bit of damage on the Trojan where he gets outplayed. Unleashed power. Killing spree for the mid laner of Better at WoW. So False Heart, in spite of giving up that kill, however, he's got Infinity Edge Static Shiv, which means those tumble autos are really going to hurt, especially on those crits with the 50%. Even more, Hold My Stone's going to get caught by the Equalizer. He's running away. Unix Tide is going to get Chain of Corruption just to make sure he doesn't chase him down. Alright, so Baron is live and for the taking. Better at WoW. Not quite ready. They don't have a whole lot of vision in that area, whereas Oklahoma Gold Rush have at least a minimal amount in the river around it. Zanya's Hourglass is going to be the next pickup for Yuna X Titus. A little bit more defensive. Going to be able to Zanya's and Flame Spitter if he can get into the back line. Do quite a bit of damage. And Yuna X Titus now trying to do what he can to push in onto that bottom lane. Hold My Stones is here just to make sure he doesn't get it. Oh, but he's so collapsed on by 3 members of Better WoW. Flayed backwards. Hold My Stones doesn't have a Chain of Corruption, but Unix Titus, there's not a whole lot of area he can go to. Death Sentence lands, and Hold My Stones will pick up his first kill of the game. And yeah, Unix Titus pushed up, no flash, no. He does have his teleport, but doesn't really get a whole lot for that one. His team not in a position, but Mr. Quadra going in onto False Heart, who pops the final hour. Now he's going in onto Mr. Quadra. The Silver Bolt pop him, but Brosidon will just splash for the outplay. Unleash power. Brosidon just popping his R. Hold My Stone now getting jumped on. He will lose his tower. Now Trottler, will he be? Who will win this? The tank or the ADC? He misses the Bramble Smash, but he will back away with the help of the ultimate just to root up Hold My Stones. Hold My Stones did have the Chain of Corruption available if he wanted to pursue that, but opted not to. Just gets the tower and gets out. That will be 2.5k gold in favor of Better at WoW, so because of that tower going down. So doing pretty well on their side. You have to be careful though, because False Heart is getting pretty big. He did pick up the kill onto Mr. Quadra, but he did get revenge kill. Better at WoW. They're trying to put pressure onto this last remaining outer tower. There's this twisted advance onto Fonus, but he will get rooted up. Yeah, so it is the Night Spout and another Kindle Gem coming out for Fonus. That one will more than definitely go into the Warmog's armor. Well, okay, I say more than definitely, and I'm gonna retract that statement now because it could be the Spirit Visage. It would be pretty effective against triple magic damage from Rumble, from Ziggs, from Maokai. However, Spirit Visage is not my preferred magic resist item on Sejuani. I much prefer either the Adaptive Helm or the Abyssal Mask. Abyssal Mask would be pretty effective with Brosidon Syndra, who is very ahead. Whereas the more defensive item in the Adaptive Helm, see, I don't think we're going to land on the Silver Helm. But, Mega Inferno Bomb used to clear out the 1 minion wave, and there's the Maokai ultimate, just gonna catch no, not even gonna catch Fonus on the other side, so 2 big teamfight ultimates used by Oklahoma Gold Rush just to stop them from taking that mid lane tower. With this next wave, will Better at WoW opt to continue the push now that they have the teamfight advantage? Destin's gonna land on the Silver Hammer, but there's Righteous Glory into Trollworld. He gets onto Brosidon, who just gets blown up. Shutdown goes over to Ignopius Blade from throwbacks, and now Mr. Quadra can get in there. Good Chain of Corruption lands onto 4 members of Oklahoma Gold Rush, but they flash and they kill out Hold My Stones. Ignopius will die to Mr. Quadra on the backside, but Oklahoma Gold Rush, now they have the cavalry coming in, double kill goes over to False Heart. It's a 3-for-1 in favor of Oklahoma Gold Rush. And yeah, Brosidon and Hold My Stones, they just get caught out of position too far forward by the members of Oklahoma Gold Rush. A beautiful twisted advance play from Trollworld will secure the mid laner down immediately. And now they're opting for the Baron with those death timers. And yeah, with a Vayne, with a Rumble with Leandries, they will take this fairly quickly. It's going down, and it will be a 26-minute Baron going over to Oklahoma Gold Rush. No chance of a steal from Fonus on the other side of the map. Okay. So, let's see. Night's Vow and the Kindle Gem we were just talking about for Fonus. the magic resist item of choice in my opinion for Sejuani. The adaptive helm, very effective, especially against a champion like Rumble. Versus the Abyssal Mask for the more offensive option will benefit Bro Sidon quite a bit. Knight's Vow built up for throwbacks as well, popped onto Hold My Stones. I actually don't know if Fonus has actually used his Knight's Vow, in which case he's missing a lot of the benefits of that item. Bro Sidon gonna come forward, can I catch Ignopius with a stun? He's gonna use the Unleashed Power and Ignopius will just die, but he gets the return kill onto Bro Sidon, pops all of his abilities onto that mid laner. So the mid laners trade their lives for one another. Oklahoma Gold Rush starting up on the Ocean Dragon. Better at WoW. They're looking for the steal. Not going to go for it. Smite a little bit early there from Chodler, but False Heart nicely picks that one up. Oh, and the Kindle Gem will be going towards the War Mugs like I initially thought. Fonus wanting to pick up the health regen passive from that item, but again, I mean, as I was saying before, he has no magic resist against Maokai, Ziggs, Rumble, and the Rumble especially is hurting a lot because of that flat magic penetration build, just ripping through multiple members of Better at WoW who have yet to build any magic resist. The Thornmail is the only real defensive item for Mr. Quadra, and that's itemizing armor to try and deal with False Heart, but the Silver Bolts really just sort of negate a lot of that. Essence Reaver and the Runeon's Hurricane are available for Hold My Stones. Means he can do damage if he can get in the position to auto attack, but he's had a really rough time doing so. Chain of Corruption used by Ignopius. Now Better at WoW. They have Bro Sidon. Mega Inferno Bomb misses on to Hold My Stones. He flashes away, but Silver Hammer gets him with the Unstoppable Onslaught. Scatter the Weak lands, and Ignopius will go down at the end. Equalizer comes down. Bro Sidon melting away. Now Fonus and Throwback's gonna get knocked up. Only just the one because Arctic Assault gets him out to safety, but Throwbacks is slowly getting melted by the Flame Spitter. Here's Mr. Quadra. Death Sentence gonna catch a minion. Mr. Quadra goes in with a Ruthless Predator, stuns him up, but here's Trollor. Good decimating spectrum from Silver Hammer, and the Zanyas will give you an excited save. Mr. Quadra will slowly go down, and here's False Heart. There's the Brambles rooting up Fonus. Death Sentence gonna land onto Throwbacks after False Heart's flash. He flashed right into that one. Exhaust goes down, but it doesn't matter. Has the Silver Bolt, gets the double kill, gets out. It's an ace for Oklahoma Gold Rush. Okay, and yeah, they get the tower. Hold My Stone's just now respawning, but there's not a whole lot he can do by himself. No Chain of Corruption, no teammates. Oklahoma Gold Rush gonna get the first inhib of the game, 5 towers to 2, put themselves at a 6k gold lead now at 30 minutes. And now Oklahoma Gold Rush, they're gonna rotate onto this second tier top lane tower. Will go down without much threat. Oklahoma Gold Rush, they still have the Baron buff. And with that tower, it will be just under 7k, 6.6, or actually just about 7k gold now. You see a lot of these Knight's Vows coming out for these tankier supports before you get the Locket. The Locket now because the shield scales with max health for the user. It's a lot more efficient to build tanky defensive support items like Righteous Glory, like the Knight's Vow, before you pick up the Locket of the Iron Solari. Better at WoW, they will finally get this mid lane tower that they've been vying for all game. 3 towers to 6 now. Unleash Power into the Death Sentence, lands on the Trollor. He's gonna follow through, but the flash, the Glacial Prison goes wide. Silver Hammer uses the Unstoppable Onslaught to disengage, but there's no damage from Oklahoma Gold Rush. They're gonna stun up Silver Hammer. False Heart's here now. Oklahoma Gold Rush ready to continue going. Mega Inferno Bomb comes out, but it's not gonna land onto anybody. Now Better at WoW, that's Unstoppable Onslaught, the Brambles, and the Mega Inferno Bomb. Oh, the Equalizer as well on cooldown because Unix used that to clear out the mid lane minion wave earlier. So if there were ever a time that Better at WoW want to fight, well, I guess they don't have a lot of their team fight ultimates either, so disregard what I'm saying. I need to get the whole picture before I start talking about things. Also, I'm gonna dodge away from the Death Sentence. Right now, Oklahoma Gold Rush, they're trying to control the entire red side jungle of Better at WoW. False Heart is in the mid lane by himself. I'm not sure why. He's gonna pop the final hour. Throwback's actually just gonna get crit down False Heart now goes in onto Hold My Stone. Chain of Corruption dodge. Double kill for False Heart. It's going to be the triple. Yes, it will. Bonus is now here, and they're going to back away. Oh, Poseidon steps onto the equalizer. He will kill False Heart with the unleashed power. Gives him the Quadra, but then denies him the Pento by outplaying him. But Oklahoma Gold Rush's 80 carry just popping off now. Looked like he was getting caught, but dodged away from all of the skill shots he needed to. Oklahoma Gold Rush now with 4 dead compared to only the one on their side will be shoving onto this bottom lane. Not sure how much you want to tank this one, but they do have a Ziggs available, and Ziggs will take the tower very quickly. Oklahoma Gold Rush actually has quite a lot of tank line, and there it is. Tower gonna go down with the help of the Ziggs. Oklahoma Gold Rush, they pick up 2 inhibitors, and they back away just in time as the members of Better at WoW are respawning. The dragon spawning in 40 seconds, just in time for Oklahoma Gold Rush to finish their retreat and grab the red buff on their way over. Now Better at WoW, they're in dire straits now. Trying to wave clear against these double super minions coming in. Oklahoma Gold Rush, they can just grab this well, I guess the dragon didn't spawn fast enough for them. Unfortunate, because Better at WoW are alive and available to contest it if they so chose. Baron is live now, and it looks like Better at WoW, they're more concerned about them going for that. Keep in mind though, Better at WoW, they do have double Mountain Drake to their name, so if they wanted to try and go for a sneaky Baron, they could take it pretty quickly. Alright, False Heart patrolling the area. He's gonna actually pop the final hour looking for Fonus. So that will be used for False Heart. He's not going to have the benefits of that invisibility and the increased AD and movement speed in their next fight if they fight soon. Unex, Titus, and Troubler will secure the Mountain Drake completely uncontested. Better at WoW, really concerned about the potential Baron, but Oklahoma Gold Rush, they opted for the Mountain Drake. Easier objective. Oh, and Ignopia is going to find Fonus taking away the Scuttle Crab. Going to throw out some bouncing bombs. Smite goes down. Fonus secures that one for his team just to make sure they have vision on the Baron. Mr. Quadra showing in the bottom lane, just trying to clear out the minions. Now, Oklahoma Gold Rush, will they opt for this Baron? Death Sense not quite going to land on the Oklahoma Gold Rush, just a little bit short. They're starting up on the Baron already, and again, Bane and Rumbles melt through this. Look how fast it's going down. That Mountain Drake is helping as well, the one they just got. There's the Brambles being used to keep away Better. Wow, that's a good Mega Inferno Ball on top of the Equalizer. Throwbacks is melting, and he will go down. Unix Titus picks up the first kill of the fight. They kill off Bonus as well. Glacial Prison not even used. Silver Hammer just chasing down Hold My Stones, bro's side, and trying to do what he can, but the Baron goes down, as well as 2 members of Better at WoW. It looks like this might be it. Better at WoW on their last legs. Oh, Unleashed Power gonna come out. Unix Titus. Whoa, that's a big crit from False Heart. He chases down Hold My Stones immediately after shutting down Poseidon. And now Oklahoma Gold Rush, there's the flash forward, but the root coming in from onto Mr. Quadra. He's just gonna have to slice and dice his way under the fountain as Oklahoma Gold Rush, they're finishing the game. Yep, that's gonna be it. Unex, Titus, and False Heart, they're gonna just focus down the Nexus. It will be Oklahoma Gold Rush going undefeated in the first 3 weeks of OKLCS. Yeah, really nice play from Oklahoma Gold Rush. They started to falter a little bit after that really bad 2v2 in the top lane. Did not anticipate Fonus being there, but at the end of it, False Heart just became super big. Almost Flame Horizon Hold My Stones by the end of the game. Troidler had some really nice picks with Twisted Advance, got onto the appropriate targets, and then they just won the game. It's really nice. So, we'll throw up the MVP poll for you in Twitch chat. Let us know who you thought was the MVP for Oklahoma Gold Rush in their victory over Better at WoW. We'll see you in just a few minutes. Thanks for watching, guys. Internet, hello and welcome back to OKLCS Season 4, Week 3, Platinum Capped. We just saw Oklahoma Gold Rush take their win over Better at WoW and put themselves in sole possession of first place, going 3-0 in the... Oh no, I'm sorry. I think, actually, now that I think about it, one of these two teams in the next game is also currently undefeated. We'll see if they can keep up with that. So, as of right now, Oklahoma Gold Rush is in sole possession of first place, but we'll see if that continues. Anyways, we do have the MVP vote for you, and it looks like Silverhammer with 4 out of the 6 votes will be getting your MVP for Oklahoma Gold Rush. 4 votes out of the 6 given, so congratulations to Silverhammer. Playing that Scion support was very beneficial to his team. On the other side, though, we will be going ahead and getting into our next game of the night, which will be between Pigs Might Fly and GSM. Go ahead and get that one started and underway. Do remember, however, do not forget, however, there is a giveaway to happen sometime during this stream. So if you'd like to be eligible to win in that one, do make sure that you say something nice in Twitch chat, support your Platinum Cap teams, and enjoy the show. Alright, so it is Pigs Might Fly on the blue side up against GSM on the red side. If I'm not mistaken, I do think that Pigs Might Fly is the other currently undefeated team. Oh, we might see a level 1 here. GSM in one brush, Pigs Might Fly in another one. Will they walk into each other? No, GSM has already backed away. Yeah, they're not gonna find each other right there.
Stop.
Alright, so no level 1, quite unfortunate. It was very close to happening, but in the end it did not. Oh, but Pigs Might Fly, they're still looking for the invade. Hayabusa throws out the Dark Spear. Kimana actually gets caught by the Flame Chompers. But no follow-up from GSM. They're not going to go for any more. Himana will take a little bit of damage for it, but at the end of the day, he just backs away. Alright, so GSM, they are starting up on this blue buff. Taco Trineki going to get some help from Airy Panda. And, looks like a substitute player for GSM. I guess I'll just refer to him as HF because the rest of his name would be too long to say. I guess I could call him Have Fun since that's what I'm assuming HF stands for. Anyway, Have Fun, whatever, we'll call it that. Taco Trineki gonna get helped. Oh, but Midnight Slushy looking for the steal. He does have vision. Orb Deception is available. Oh, he doesn't quite have the range. Taco Trineki does secure the blue buff for himself. That was really close to being really unfortunate for GSM's jungler. So, Ryox in the top lane up against Rembones. Gnar versus Fiora. I really don't know how that matchup goes. In general, you know, you'd expect Gnar to bully the majority of melee top laners, but in particular, Fiora is a really good duelist, as is, you know, her title. Has that gap closer in order to make Gnar's range discrepancy less of a factor, and yeah, you can see right there, Rembone's gonna miss the boomerang as well, so Ryox gets a little bit of a trade. Took a little bit of minion damage for it, though. He doesn't want to let him get that hyper proc off. Okay, so yeah, Rembones is trying to make use of his range advantage over Ryox, and you can see him starting to punish him now. Ryox has missed a few. Oh, gets walloped as well. So he's missed a few lunges, or maybe just put himself in bad position. Oh, good! Flame Chompers into Aqua Prison from HF and Airy Panda. It will catch both members of Pigs Might Fly, and Himana will take about half of his HP bar for it. Hayabusa moving forward, puts down some Dark Spheres onto Midnight Slushy. And like we saw in the last game, you sort of generally expect the Syndra to be shoving in onto most mage matchups. Ryox actually is the one with the shove advantage onto Rembones as well, just keeping him pressured. Airy Panda getting caught by a little bit of damage from the winners by General VG. Throws out the explosive charge. Oh, General VG did start with the Doran shield as well, so he's opting for a little bit more defensive laning time. expects to be bullied a little bit just because of the range versus melee support matchup, but he's actually got the push advantage onto, or Pigs Might Fly rather had the push advantage onto GSM. Prison is actually going to land on the General Vici. Really nice play from Airy Panda. She's been really on point with these Aqua Prisons. Hit one. It's very rare that you see Aqua Prison land onto a target that's not already being CC'd. Especially in lane, you get all your attention. Oh, here we go. Taco Trineki looking for Rembones. There's the wallop. Just gonna disengage that one. Taco Trineki only level 3 compared to level 5 on Rembones, and Ryax was super low. There's no way that GSM was gonna be able to make anything happen there. Rembones could have possibly 2v1'd if Taco Trineki and Ryax had pursued too far. Ryax just doing his best to safely CS under tower. Doesn't want to give up random solo kill to Rembones. We'll take this time to take a recall. Okay, so General Vici and Himana, they're with the help of Tristana's explosive charge passive, will continue to shove in. Ryax actually takes a recall, teleports back to lane. Now he's aggressing onto Rembones. He's taking some minion aggro, however, and Rembones is kiting nicely. There's the wallop, or the hyper proc rather, golly. Riposte used, and Ryax actually takes a lesson out of that trade. Now Airy Panda gonna get caught by the Winter's Bite, just gonna back herself away. And because of that, it's really not what you want to do in that situation for Ryax, because you just use your teleport. Now Rembones gets to recall. He traded nicely onto you, and he's going to be able to teleport to lane if he wants to, and he will have the health advantage. But instead, Rembones, it looks like he's just going to walk back to lane. Oh, Midnight Slushy getting ganked by Taco Trineki, but Charm goes wide, but did not get the Flag and Drag knock-up on the Jarvan. Taco Trineki is starting to fall behind on EXP compared to Swampfire because he's been trying to gank both of these solo lanes. Swampfire just picks up the early boots of mobility and is able to continue farming up. And yeah, most of the time that's kind of what you expect a Zac to do. Zac really just... Oh, here we go! Never mind, I spoke too soon! Force the flash away from Hayabusa Taicho, who uses his own flash, dodge away from the charm. Oh no, but here's Taco Trineki, comes in just for the moral support on Hayabusa. Was the flash burned by both mid laners? And Midnight Slushy did burn his ultimate as well, so Hayabusa... Oh, good Aqua Prison again from Airy Panda off of the slow from Zap, but Airy Panda gonna get stunned up here. The explosive charge is gonna be stacking up, and that will be a little bit of damage onto the support of GSM. Forcing the flash away as well, so at the end, even after that Aqua Prison, it was a good trade for Pigs Might Fly. They come out ahead in terms of summoner spells. Himana just throws up the Unbreakable every time General Vici gets bubbled, and Have Fun is not able to put down damage to follow up on that CC. Here we go. Hayabusa actually goes for a roam. He gets the stun onto Himana, but Unbreakable just going to be there for safety. Not going to need any summoners to get away from that one. So Hayabusa trying to make something happen in the bottom lane, but they were just starting to push. The one time that Have Fun and Airy Panda actually get the successful push onto the bottom lane of PMF is when Hayabusa makes it down there. And now Ryax getting pressured. Again, Rembones is doing a good job in this lane. He's falling a little bit behind in CS, but he does have a lot of pressure onto Ryax. About to go Mega, but can't really go for the dive onto Ryax. With the Riposte still available, the potential for outplay is just too real. No need to go for something unnecessary like that, where you could just give up the pressure that you already have. Swampfire has hit his level 6, as has Taco Trineki. They're both ready with their ultimates. Midnight Slushy does have his Spirit Rush back available, so if Hayabusa were to push out just a little bit, then Swampfire and Midnight Slushy could definitely make something happen in that mid lane. And that's what I hope is the target for Swampfire. He's actually picked up Hunter's Potion, which is strange to me. In general, I don't think Hunter's Potion is worth it unless you like really need it, and Zac is definitely not a champion that really needs it. At least I don't think it should be. Oh, and there's the riposte used, and Rembone's looking for the kill onto Ryox. The first auto attack, and first blood goes down to Rembone's solo kills, and there's Hayabusa coming in to get stunned. He gets walloped and gnarred into the wall. Hayabusa gonna use the Unleashed Power, and Rembone's will go down. And a little bit of miscommunication by Pigs Might Fly. They pop 2 control wards into the Tri-Brush. So good play by Rembones. Faded out the riposte from Ryox, and that's his signal to go aggressive. He does lose his life in the return kill, but does get the solo kill and pushes down Ryox a little bit. In spite of that, Ryox actually doing a good job in terms of EXP. Oh, Glacial Fissure used. Airy Panda is cut off from her team. There's the winner's bite. When Tidal Wave comes across, and there's the stun onto the concussive blows. Lands there. Charm lands as well. And General Vici picks up the kill onto Airy Panda. Have fun. Backs away. Not a whole lot he can do to save Airy Panda. That was a really nice Glacial Fissure from Himana. Cuts off Airy Panda's escape route. And as you remember, she did not have flash from that last trade. Rembones. Their riposte is used by Ryox, which means he has to play more passively. Rembones going for the Frozen Mallet as his first item. Midnight Slushy. He's got a little bit of a deficit, as well as that kill that Hayabusa picked up onto the top laner. But he did make that roam into the bottom lane, helped secure some pressure down there. But Hayabusa very much has the pressure in that mid lane right now. A lot of kill pressure available for Syndra once that ultimate comes off a cooldown. Ryox taking a lot of damage from Rembones with those hyper procs. In spite of that, however, Ryox doing a good job CSing, keeping himself relevant in this game. So we will see a little bit of a slow down in terms of pressure. This has been the norm for the majority of these games. We see a little bit of action going on, and then everyone backs away, just goes back to farming. It's a lot of emphasis on the junglers to really make anything happen, but all 4 junglers in the last 2 games have been content to mostly farm it out. I am really perplexed by the Hunter's Potion buy for Swampfire. I just feel like that's 250 gold. Kind of wasted. I just can't imagine why Zac would need it. He's got a lot of sustain in the jungle once he has a few levels on him. But who knows? Oh, Midnight Slushy, he finds Taco Trineki on that ward, and Taco Trineki has his flash available. He flashes away from his own Cataclysm, but he just goes down to the Ignite from Midnight Slushy. But on the other side, Hayabusa was there, ready to pick him up with the Unleashed Power. But nicely placed ward for Pigs Might Fly. They find Taco Trineki taking his own Raptors. Now Rembone's getting jumped on by Ryox. He uses the Grand Challenge. Riposte goes out to dodge the slow from the Boomerang and the damage as well. Ryox comes out ahead on that trade, but it was his ultimate invested for it. Now Ryox trying to see if he can bait Rembones into moving just a little bit too far forward, because that's when the Fiora can really start to punish the Gnar. But Rembones not going for anything too risky. We'll just pick up the CS under the tower. Infernal Drake started up, and actually he started up a while ago, because there it goes. Swampfire and Himana picked that one up for themselves, and that's an Infernal Drake over to Pigs Might Fly. Very valuable. Morella Namicon finished off for Midnight Slushy. Hayabusa did opt for the Sorcerer's Shoes, delaying his Morella Namicon, but giving him that tier 2 boots so that he can try and roam, which he has been doing. He made that roam into the top lane, picked up the kill onto Rembones. Taco Trineki is taking out a control ward. Midnight Slushy might fancy his chances on this one, but he doesn't have Spirit Rush, so he doesn't want to just pop himself over the wall for no reason. Ryox shoving onto that top lane tower. Rembones on his way up there to try and stop him. Taco Trineki and Hayabusa have also actually made their way down here. Swampfire is in the area. Taco Trineki gonna face check into him. They're gonna look for it. General VG rocket jumps forward. Taco Trineki gonna get charmed over the side because here's Midnight Slushy. And Taco Trineki will just give up a kill, going a little bit too far away from his team. They really wanted to make that dive happen, but Pigs Might Fly collapsed nicely, and Rembo, he's looking for a Ryox. He riposte used. He hops himself over the side. Frozen Mallet is available, so if Rembones ever gets the advantage in that fight, there will be no escape for Ryox. Pigs Might Fly looking for Tower First Blood. They have a Tristana. Their Swampfire taking a lot of damage. Airy Panda throws out the Aqua Prison, but it's blocked by the Unbreakable. Glacial Fissure goes out, knocks up. Have fun, and there's the charm from Midnight Slushy. They will pick him up. Rocket jump forward. Airy Panda's now the focus. General VG doesn't quite have the damage. Swampfire will make it out alive, doesn't even have to burn his passive, and Pigs Might Fly will get Tower First Blood for themselves in the bottom lane.
Your team's turret has been destroyed.
Alright, just a little bit too late there. Hayabusa answers back with a tower in the mid lane. He is quite a bit of CS up over Midnight Slushy, but as a team, I'd say Pigs Might Fly, well, I mean, I don't have to say it. The gold doesn't lie. 1.2k gold in the lead for Pigs Might Fly off of those roams from Midnight Slushy and that Tower First Blood. So, once again, calming back down. Hayabusa looking for something in the top lane, but he's about to get spotted by Swampfire. Has to blast on his way over to help two Ryox. And actually, Rembo and Swampfire might fancy their chances here. Elastic Slingshot being channeled, but GSM backed themselves away nicely. Alright, so Airy Panda moves forward just to clear out some vision. It gets the second of the control wards away from Pigs Might Fly's Tri-Brush. Midnight Slushy making his way into the bottom lane to try and push off Have Fun and Airy Panda, while Himana heads up to the top lane to support Rembones with General Vici shoving in the mid lane. Pigs Might Fly rotating their resources appropriately. Rembones is here. And it looks like actually the Rift Herald is the objective of choice for Pigs Might Fly. Rembones looking at Ryox. Boomerang goes out, riposte used. And there's the Rift Herald going over. Pigs Might Fly pick up that one. So that will expire at just about 20 minutes and 40 seconds. General Vici is spotted out by Taco Trineki, but no one in the area to support him. Pigs Might Fly actually just with a superior rotation and numbers in the top lane get that tower for themselves. Now, oh, Airy Panda gonna get caught by Midnight Slushy. Spirit Rush goes forward. The charm is alive. He dodges the Aqua Prison, and Airy Panda will just get taken out with the third proc, or the second proc from the Orb of Deception. Good. Unleash, or Scatter the Weak. There's the Flash Charm. Misses from Taco Trineki. He jumps away. Flag and Drag goes out. Glacial Fissure misses. And they will get Taco Trineki. General VG flashes himself out after rocket jumping in. It's a couple quick kills for Pigs Might Fly. GSM just a little bit too slow. Now GSM trying to defend 5v3. There's the Rift Herald going down. Swampfire pops it down. They're looking for another tower. It will be the third tower for Pigs Might Fly. Charm lands on to Have Fun, flashes away. Ignite goes down. But there's some Rembones getting into the back. That's a good Gnar. Gnar's two into the wall. Double kill goes over to General Vici. Rembones now running forward just to drop tower aggro. Tidal Wave goes out. It's not going to be enough. Oh, but the Super Mega Death Rocket will be. But there's Swampfire finding Have Fun. They get Rembones, but they lose their AD carry as well. Pigs Might Fly, they're looking for the second tower. There's a good Aqua Prison landing, but another charm from Midnight Slushy and Airy Panda will make it out just barely, but Taco Trineki will not. Cataclysm, will it be enough? Himana flashes out to safety, barely survives. The Rift Herald still alive. The inhibitor is the next target. Pigs Might Fly looking for it. There's not going to have any problem taking this one out. And GSM... It's one of those situations where you gotta commit a lot of people a lot earlier, because then what happens just then is they didn't commit all their members at the same time, people get picked off, and then you're constantly fighting a battle 5v less than 5 because you have people rotating in and out as they respawn and die. GSM lose a whole lot off of that. They lose the inhib And a lot of kills going over to Pigs Might Fly. 404 deaths not found on General Vici. Yeah, with the Infinity Edge Static Shift, General Vici's gonna have a lot of pushing power, a lot of burst damage onto GSM. And Taco Troneki messed up his flag and drag. He's gonna pull it over into the brush. And this, I'm just noticing this from Taco Troneki, but he's actually got the Skirmisher Saber directly into the Titanic Hydra. Now, there's a Scatter the Weak stun onto General Vici. Flame Chopper's not gonna be there, but the Unleashed Power will be. Hayabusa outplays General Vici. That's, Unleashed Power does a lot of damage from Syndra almost no matter what. Himana moving forward, Glacial Fissure knocks up Airy Panda, Acroprison goes wide, Rembones is now just gonna chase down Taco Troneki, the flash away from the jungler. But yeah, Taco Troneki runs straight for the Titanic Hydra. Now, Jarvan is a champion that, in general, is actually relatively slow in terms of clear. So, a lot of times you will see him go for the Tiamat item so that he can get those AoE on his auto attacks. But I think, personally, that Tiamat into Cinderhulk is really good. The Cinderhulk was buffed, not like this patch, but very recently, where the damage to monsters is very good. It makes your clear super fast. It gives you a lot of extra tankiness, and it will, you know, stack with the Titanic Hydra. So I think that Tiamat into Cinderhulk into Titanic Hydra is more optimal in the majority of situations for a champion like Jarvan. Alright, Midnight Slushy. He's a level down to Hayabusa, but he's got the backup of both of the bottom lane members of Pigs Might Fly. Hayabusa is going to be forced away here as Pigs Might Fly focused on the tower. Unbreakable use. There's the tower going down, and now Rembones, he has the Frozen Mallet, so now he's going to do a lot of damage onto Ryax, but he goes Mega at not the best time for him. He can't chase down with that. Now Taco Troneki off to the side, but Swampfire playing zone, Himana as well. He's gonna get jumped on by Midnight Slushy. Charm lands and Midnight Slushy chases him down. Killing spree over to that one. Alright, now GSM playing 5v4 for the next 30 seconds. Midnight Slushy looking for a charm over the side. No Spirit Rush available. Orb of Deception will chunk Hayabusa a little bit. Pigs Might Fly. They're focusing down this one. The Unbreakable being used to push them away. And General Vici chomping away. Oh, that's a good Scout of the Week from Hayabusa! Flag and drag into the Cataclysm run. Taco Troneki. Unbreakable not available. But General Vici is nice and safe. And there will be no deaths today. Rembones is still split pushing onto the bottom side of the map. Taco Troneki barely makes it out. Scatter the Weak comes out. Oh, but there's an elastic slingshot. Swampfire gets him in. Good Gnar from Rembones. He gets 2, and that's 2 more kills for Pigs Might Fly. They get a tower as well. 7 towers to 1 now, and it will be 8, as no way they can defend this one. Pigs Might Fly. They're going to get the second in-hit of the game. Ryax going to get tagged by the Winner's Bite. Rembones moving forward. Ryax will get some of the concussive blows. Rembones doing a lot of damage, and there it is. Ryax flashes away, but it will be the surrender before he goes down. Pigs Might Fly also go 3-0 in the first 3 weeks of the OKLCS. Alright. So, that will be Pigs Might Fly taking the victory over GSM to go 3-0 in their first 3 weeks of OKLCS Season 4. We're going to take a short break before we get into our third game of the night. Let us know who you thought was the MVP for Pigs Might Fly in the poll once it comes up. Thanks for watching, guys, and see you in just a few minutes. Internet, hello and welcome back to OKLCS Season 4, Week 3, Platinum Cap. We just saw Pigs Might Fly take a victory over GSM to go 3-0 in the first 3 weeks of Season 4. We do have the MVP poll finished off for you, and it will be Swampfire the Jungler on that Zac taking MVP for Pigs Might Fly in that victory, so congratulations to him. At this time, I would like to invite you to, if you would like a chance to win a free t-shirt with a custom design on it from the GetRec store, do say something in chat right now. We will be rolling that one just before we get into the next game, so give you just a few seconds to say something in chat and we'll roll it and we'll let you know who, or and Nightbot will definitely let you know. So take a few seconds. Actually, let's see. Me, I love Alex. Pigs Esports wants some. Corona Shifty calls dibs. Go ahead and get started with that one. I'll roll it as we get into the next game. Actually, we're gonna go ahead and jump into the next one between United as One and Pizza Lord's Rebirth. So gonna get that one underway in the next and I'll go ahead and roll that that giveaway. I'm gonna click the roll it button and it looks like, oh my goodness, I'm actually boosted. My page just expired. I don't understand. Okay, so for whatever reason, Nightbot just reset. If you want to be... Nightbot just reset, so if you want a chance for it, you're going to have to type something in chat once again. So I'll give you a few minutes while we get into this first game. United is One, all grouped on the bottom side of the map. PLR is grouped in that area around the river. They're going to go to that brush. Alright, looks like a few people have said something, so I'll go ahead and click the roll it. We'll see who gets it, and it's going to be Shadow Wizard 45 will be the one getting the free t-shirt. You get a design from the get a design t-shirt. Oh, hold on a second, because PLR, they're fighting. There's a good body slam. The dredge line lands, and it's going to be first blood. They pick up Cricket. Summoner Heal came out from Beerus trying to save him. Wow, okay. So, Shadow Wizard 45, do send us your address as well as your t-shirt size, and we'll mail that out to you. You can message us as well, some way to get us the design that you would like on your t-shirt, and we'll get that for you from the GetRec store. Anyway, getting into the game, United is One versus PLR. Let's see, United is One, coming off of a win last week, if I'm not mistaken. I'll go ahead and fact check myself on that one. But Chrono Swifty on Diana in the mid lane. Sophie's gonna be spotted out taking his blue buff. I have this wrong. Legos is in the top lane. Let's see. Yeah, United is One coming off of a victory from last week. PLR coming off of a loss from last week. So a little bit of momentum shifting. United is One. Beerus and Cricket should, in general, just be able to shove in onto Lost Sheep and Shirani. They do have the range advantage as far as supports go. And of course, Tristana, the superior pushing ADC. Ever since the nerfs of the Piltover Peacemaker, Explosive Charge from Beerus will be doing a lot more for pushing the lane. Governor Gary Johnson on Ahri up against Chrono Swifty on Diana. Diana's an interesting mid lane champion. Never mind, because here we go. There's a gank onto Parallelogram. Sentai Sage comes in after the twisted advance from I Eat Legos. Parallelogram has to flash away. Flag and Drag gets him out of there. Prey Seeker just for a little bit of extra damage, but they will not get the kill. They do force out the summoner from that top laner. Okay, so a good early gank there from Sentai Sage. Parallelogram just using the Demacian Standard to try and pick up some farm. Doing a good job. Alright, So, Dredgeline's gonna land over the side onto Beerus. Rocket Jump is available, but Chrono Swifty getting ganked by Soapy as well. He's trying to sidestep, but he's just actually gonna die to the auto attack. Lost Sheep getting jumped down by Beerus. He's the one who got Dredgelined, but now they're turning it around onto Shy Ronnie. Pillar of Peacemaker comes out. Legos on the other side of the map, goes to the Twisted Fan. Flash Unburrow from Sentai Sage and Parallelogram. No flash this time. They will get him. First Blood did go down in favor of PLR. They got the kill onto Chrono Swifty. Parallelogram did die in the top lane. And then who else died? I guess, when did oh no, Cricket died for First Blood. The first kill after that goes down in the the mid lane for Governor Gary Johnson and Soapy up against Chrono Swifty. And then the kill came down in the top lane. Really nice gank from Sentai Sage. And a little unfortunate for Chrono Swifty. He's trying to sidestep the charm, but in the end, Soapy was able to slow him and just auto attack him to death with a red buff. So double Doran's Ring is the pickup for Chrono Swifty. Knows he's a little behind because of that. Governor Gary Johnson has the Lost Chapter, so he will not be starving for mana for quite a while unless he spams non-stop. So Lost Sheep and Shy Ronnie just getting shoved in under tower. Oh, here we go, Soapy with a repeat gank on the Chrono Swifty. Flash Body Slam comes in, he gets charmed as well, and Chrono Swifty will be going down for another kill. Governor Gary Johnson picks it up this time, and now 35 CS to 21, and a huge lead in terms of CS, or in terms of kills and assists. Did the same thing twice. Alright, now Beerus and Cricket, looks like they're going to get a little attention from Sentai Sage. He's trying to sneak his way around. No, he's just going for the Krugs. Doesn't really want to help out Beerus and Cricket just yet. Maybe if they shove in and they can sneak him into one of the side brushes, but aside from that, it's not very likely that PLR are going to be pushed up enough that Sentai Sage is able to get a gank off. Right, now Soapy and Governor Gary Johnson actually both made the roam down into this bottom lane, getting ready to try and do something in the onto Beerus and Cricket, but Sentai Sage hanging around the area. They did spot him out, so they do back off appropriately. Sentai Sage pinged out, looking for something onto PLR, but he has no flash on Burrow. If you remember, he used it into the top lane onto Parallelogram. So level 6 hit by both top laners now. Parallelogram trying to move forward, and there's a twisted advance from Legos onto him. He throws out the Bramble Smash. Just a little wet noodle fights from the top laners now. Legos, Parallelogram, pretty even in this top lane. Just that one assist going over to Legos, but Parallelogram got the assist onto First Blood off of that level 1. And we'll see another slowdown. Yeah, and a lot of this has to do with how much impact the junglers are making, because at this point, not a whole lot of in terms of solo kills. A lot of the pressure is on the junglers to make something happen in these games. So that's why you see a little bit of a slowdown in terms of this. Soapy and Sentai Sage have opted more towards the farming style. Sentai Sage has picked up his Tiamat so that he can farm very quickly. Chrono Swifty slowly having that CS deficit grow for him. Governor Gary Johnson has a 20 CS lead now at 8 minutes. Chrono Swifty, he has hit his level 6 though, so he's very menacing. Governor Gary Johnson does have, of course, an XP lead, so he's gonna take away his own blue buff, not hand it over to Governor Gary Johnson. We'll see Soapy making his presence known once again into the mid lane. I think United's one did ping him out. They do know he's in the area. They don't know exactly because of those control wards, but they do know he's in the area, and Chrono Swifty knows it's time for me to play a little bit more passive, wait for him to show on something else. Tommy Cinder on IE Legos. Oh, Sophie coming in. Oh, comes behind Chrono Swifty, but he dodges away from the explosive cast. Nice flash away. Governor Gary Johnson just looking for some damage. Ignite goes down, but it's not going to be enough to pick up that kill. Explosive cast, a little interesting there from Sophie. Was not anticipating that really nice lunar rush from Chrono Swifty onto the minion to dodge. A good escape by him, but that is a lot of pressure, and the flash burned once again. So Chrono Swifty feeling a lot of pressure in this mid lane. Oh, Sentai Sage looking for a gank on the Parallelogram. Flash on Burrow goes down. There's the twisted advance from Legos. Parallelogram flashes away from the Maokai ultimate. So both junglers burn. One of their opponent's solo laners flashes. Sophie looking for Sentai Sage now, but Legos is on the side. Really nice play by Sentai Sage, just repeatedly ganking that top lane. Sophie as well, just putting a lot of emphasis onto Governor Gary Johnson's lane, putting Chrono Swifty super behind. And I'm really appreciating the increased jungle pressure coming out from this game. Here slowly, he's gonna find just a tad bit of CS over Lost Sheep. Once he finishes off these, it'll be about a wave's worth. He's just trying to farm up. If he lands a Q onto Governor Gary Johnson, he might opt to Lunar Rush in just to try and trade some damage away. But he is very behind. Gonna be behind on EXP. Governor Gary Johnson's gonna hit level 9 here fairly soon. And yeah, unfortunately, Chrono Swift, he doesn't even have that Catalyst finished off into whatever he's gonna build it into. Compared to almost the Morella Namicon from Governor Gary Johnson, Chrono Swifty goes in with the Lunar Rush onto Governor Gary Johnson. Chrono Swifty now running away because Soapy coming around the side, but Governor Gary Johnson gives up the chase. Cricket on his way up to help his mid laner, as well as Sentai Sage hanging around that area. Parallelogram, just clearing out a control ward. Parallelogram goes in for the flag and drag onto Legos. Looks either Soapy is coming around for a gank or he's just stealing away the Gromp. Parallelogram another knock up onto Legos, but Legos is super tanky. Gets a lot of the healing from that auto attack. Chrono Swifty, he evades yet another gank from Soapy. Oh, and he's actually Lunar Rushed in onto Governor Gary Johnson, but Soapy is here. There's the flag and drag from Parallelogram onto Legos. Legos is tanky, but he's out of mana, so Parallelogram happy to just continue chasing him down with those auto attacks. Yeah, Parallelogram will continue to flag and drag in. Tiamat making him feel a little bit better about trading in onto Legos. Oh, she's gonna get caught by an Echo Prison for Cricket. Death Charge used just to push Beerus away. So trading that Nami Q for Nautilus Ultimate, pretty substantial win for United as one. Echo Prison gonna be dodged by the 90 caliber net. United's one will back themselves away. Beerus has the slightest of CS leads over Lost Sheep's Caitlyn. Oh, and with Lost Sheep, or rather, Shirani recalling Lost Sheep, is just trying to catch the wave on the Tower of the Dragon. He's started up by United as one. Cloud Drake is all that will be, but they've got 4 members here, no chance of a steal, no one even in the area for PLR, so quick Cloud Drake going over to United as one. They are down 1.3k gold, but they do have the individual members slowly pulling ahead. They do have the Dragon, of course. PLR starting up the Rift Herald in response. Taking it not quite as fast, and if Chrono Swifty and Sentai Sage made their way up here, they could potentially stop this. But it doesn't look like they know it's happening. PLR Will slowly but surely get that one down. Oh, Lego's coming around. He's pinged it out. The Rift Herald going super low. It's smited down by Soapy, but there's the Twisted Advance onto Parallelogram. Flag and drags himself out, but Sentai Sage gets blown up because here's Governor Gary Johnson. Shirani's here as well. Lego flashes over to the side, but he's in enemy territory. PLR, they get one and the Rift Herald. He's gonna, Legos is actually gonna teleport out to safety onto his tower. Good play by PLR. Nice turn. Governor Gary Johnson and Shirani coming up at the appropriate times. Rift Herald used in the mid lane. Chrono Swifty teleporting in to try and stop this one, but there's a lot of members of PLR. Tidal Wave comes out from Cricket. Gonna not knock up the Rift Herald. It's gonna get pulled in, but Chrono Swifty gets caught by the Drench line. Rooted in place. Step Charge knocks him up, but they're not gonna be able to chase him under tower. Good flash out. But will the Rift Herald trying to close that one out. Bears finishes, jumps over and kills out Governor Gary Johnson. They lose tower first blood, but they get a quick kill. Bears gonna rocket jump forward. Shirani flashes out to safety, but Cricket is gonna block his dredge line. Soapy comes around. Chrono Swifty blocks it with the shield. Shirani gonna get taking a lot of damage. Flash sword from Bears. He gets the kill. He's gonna get the auto attack or rocket jump reset. Parallelogram. No, Mana has to flash. United is one. Get a big turnaround. And Beerus is 2-0-0 now, has a static shiv already. Lost Sheep nowhere to be seen pushing in that bottom lane. He's got to get that tower for this to be worth it because United is one going to answer back with the tower in the mid lane. Alright, so United's one, they get a tower back. Rift Herald was used, committed for that tower first blood. PLR do get it, but they lose a lot of members for that one, and that's Beerus getting ahead, and that's not something you want to do if you've ever played against United as one. You know how strong this AD carry is. The Sentai Sage gonna steal away the red buff from PLR. Really nice job. He's level 9 now. Soapy is also level 9. Sentai Sage has the Tiamat building into the Cinder Hulk, and this is kind of the build I would have expected Taco Chernecki to go on Jarvan in the last game, if you remember me talking about that. I think Rek'Sai and Jarvan now fulfill very similar roles when trying to be built as tanks in the jungle. Chrono Swifty actually now has a level lead over Governor Gary Johnson somehow. I mean, part of that is catch-up EXP, but another big part of that is Governor Gary Johnson did die while a lot of minions crashed into his tower. Alright, Chrono Swifty sitting on a ward, so Soapy looks like he might be looking for that one. The Sentai Sage also in the area. Lost Sheep canceling a few autos onto the control ward. Oh, Governor Gary Johnson looks for the charm. He gets it onto Legos, and there's the Cataclysm being used on the other side of the fight. Chrono Swifty gets in there, but he's actually pretty tanky. Soapy is burning away. Sentai Sage just ripping through him, and there's the charm gonna land on the Legos. Legos needs to dodge away. Good dodge on the last bit of Orb of Deception. PLR not gonna get anything, but neither will United as one. Sentai Sage, he does have his ultimate still available. If that Prey Seeker had landed, he might have gone on to Governor Gary Johnson. Beerus and Cricket hanging out in the mid lane now. They're looking to group push onto this mid lane tower. Or maybe I'm wrong. They're sending Beerus over to pick up the red buff. Okay, and so everyone's gonna back away and just pick up some items. Beerus is close to finishing off that Infinity Edge, which will combo very nicely with the Static Shift for a lot of burst damage. Lost Sheep still yet to finish off the Zeal item, so... the Zeal, I mean, rather. He has an Infinity Edge, but he's now down 2 kills compared to Beerus. It is 2 towers to 1 in favor of PLR, however, since they got that tower in the bottom lane finally. Now, Lost Sheep shoves that tower in, or that wave into the tower in the top lane. Now, what is the next call? 30 seconds on this Ocean Dragon. Soapy's going to take away the Scuttlecrat, just secure that area of control for PLR. Now, let's see. Interesting choice by Soapy, actually. He went for the Cinderhulk enchant, which is the tankier build. Oh, hold on a second. Yeah, so he goes for the Cinderhulk enchant, which is the tankier build on Gragas, but immediately afterwards, his build would indicate he's going for the Iceborne Gauntlet. Which the thing about Cinderhulk is, especially more so now, since they reduced the base health on it and increased the health bonus, you are incentivized to build health once after your Cinderhulk. And Iceborne Gauntlet gives armor, but it does not give any health. So I don't really agree with this build on Gragas. If you wanted to go for the more damage-oriented... Oh, hold on a second. Dredgeline gonna land on the Legos. There's a lot of damage going down on the Shy Running. Gets knocked into the air. Tidal Wave will split PLR as Beerus focuses down. Shy Running fails his flash and he goes down. Rocket jump forward. Chrono Shifty assassinates Lush Sheep on the backside. Cataclysm comes out. Beerus gets focused down by Governor Gary Johnson. Soapy gets into there with a good body slam. But Governor Gary Johnson is burning away. Cricket and Chrono Shifty are popping up. Legos is being the big front line for the team. At the end of the day, it's a 2-for-3 in favor of United is 1, and they get control over the Ocean Dragon area. Beerus rocket jumps a little bit aggressively there. Does cost him his life, and what could have potentially been more kills for United is 1, but they still win the team fight. They will still secure this Ocean Dragon. Cricket doing his best to keep Soapy out of there. Governor Gary Johnson coming around the side. They do have vision on there. Soapy just going to be blocked his Aqua Prison lands. And they're looking for it. They don't actually have Smite. Orbit Deception comes out, and it will be Lego securing it with the Twisted Advance. Now Soapy needs to get out of there because United is 1. Now they're collapsing onto him. Body Slam is going to be available so we can get over the side. He actually goes in. Here's Shy Runny. Charm lands from Governor Gary Johnson. Legos will dodge with the Twisted Advance, and he will finally go down. Parallelogram teleporting to the backside as well. Chrono Shifty might be in trouble. Beerus is on the other side. Governor Gary Johnson misses the charm. Oh, and Cricket might be the next target, but Parallelogram doesn't have the Flag and Drag available. Will back himself away. PLR, they get a quick kill. Dredgeline. Oh, it's gonna land on a Chrono Shifty, but he's not gonna have the damage follow-up from Governor Gary Johnson. And Lush Sheep is split pushing on Caitlyn, as has been his custom, up in the top lane. Not quite gonna get the tower, but his team will get the one in the bottom lane. PLR, they're 3 towers to 1 now. 2.7k gold in the lead. PLR looking very nice going into this one. Oh, Beerus rocket jumps forward onto Lost Sheep. Will not be able to continue chasing. Dredgeline gonna land on the Sentai Sage. Body Slam comes in. Legos uses the Twist Advance. That's a good explosive cast. Here's Governor Gary Johnson. Good Cataclysm from a Parallelogram. Sentai Sage. He's gonna dodge with a Void Rush, but he will finally go down to the open section. Chrono Shifty gets exhausted as he goes into Governor Gary Johnson. Body Slam and the Flag and Drag. He pulls Governor Gary Johnson back in, but the Shy Runny will miss the Dredgeline. Tidal Wave comes across. Beerus rocket jumps forward. He jumps in onto Soapy. He gets one onto Parallelogram as they're finally focusing down Shy Runny on the side of the fight. Chrono Shifty gets in, he gets out, he's gonna pick up another one. Cricket will get the slow onto Soapy, but he's gonna get the Body Slam out. Nami doesn't do enough damage. Lost Sheep still in this top lane, not quite gonna get that one. And Beerus just playing so aggressively on this Tristana. He rocket jumps forward because he knows no cooldowns are available for Unite or for PLR. He can do so with impunity and get those resets, get those aggressive Tristana resets, and helps his team clean up the members of PLR as they aggress too far forward. Sentai Sage played that fight really well too. He got blasted out, but he dodged away with the Void Rush, almost made it out, and Legos and Chrono Shifty were able to come in and pick off Governor Gary Johnson, who committed that Spirit Rush very early. Lego sniffs out PLR on their way up to the top lane. He backs himself out of there. Make sure that he doesn't get caught. Governor Gary Johnson is going to take away his own blue buff. Chrono Shifty, he's almost got the fully stacked Rod of Ages. He also has the Gnasher's Tooth already finished. He's at that 2-item power spike for Diana. He's going to be doing a lot of damage. Morello Namicon into Luden's Echo for Governor Gary Johnson. And yeah, if you look at the items, because of Beerus's participation in these fights, oh, Parallelogram being jumped down by Chrono Swifty, gonna get pulled back in. Chrono Swifty puts down a lot of damage. He's actually gonna land another Lunar Rush, and he goes in, gets the kill, and he's so tanky with that Rod of Ages Hell. He just tanks up the tower through the Cataclysm. Governor Gary Johnson gets the tower in the mid lane. He's gonna throw out the Orb of Deception. Sentai Sage not able to stop him, but he will not die for it. Now, Chrono Swifty in the bottom lane will secure that tower. Beerus popping away onto that tower in the top lane. Beerus, because of his participation in these fights, compared to Lost Sheep just split pushing, to not even a real substantial CS lead, Beerus is a full Last Whisper up over Lost Sheep. Chrono Swifty, he might be a little bit caught here. Governor Garrett Johnson. Oh, wow, that's so much damage! He Lunar Rushes in twice, and Governor Garrett Johnson just blows up! Spoke too soon. Beerus rocket jumps forward now, and Shirani flashes away, but Beerus has the Tidecaller's Blessing. He's gonna rocket jump forward. Buster shot Shirani away from the base gate, and it will be another quick pick for United as one. Chrono Swifty does finally go down as Soapy picks him up on the other side, but they're giving up mid in him tower for this. Explosive Cast splits the team and the minion wave. There's a nice Maokai ultimate from Legos to disengage, and they're putting a lot of damage. They get the tower. Oh, but Beerus rocket jumps onto a trap! But he gets the Summoner heal. He will get Parallelogram with the help of Sentai Sage's damage. They block up the ace in the hole. United as one get the inhibitor. Now they have tower lead, they have the gold lead, and with that inhib, they also have pressure. 3.5k gold separates United as one from Pizza Lord's Rebirth now. Chrono Swifty basically taking two 1v1s in quick succession in the bottom lane. Picks off both Parallelogram and Governor Gary Johnson before finally dying to Soapy, but Soapy committed his time down there, meant that the tower goes down for Beerus and the rest of United as one in the mid lane. Sunfire and Adaptive Helm finish for Legos. He's going to be super tanky. He probably can't die anymore with him being so tanky, as well as Cricket being there just to back him up. Ardent Sensor and soon to be a Redemption finished off for Cricket. And yep, there we go. United is one starting up on the Baron. Diana actually takes the Baron very quickly among mid laners. Tristana hammering away at it. It's about half HP already. Soapy looking for it. They're just gonna jump over and blow him up. No chance, but the charm lands. Rocket jump out from Beerus means he won't die, but a Spirit Rush in for Governor Garrett Johnson gets twisted in advance. There's the tidal wave. He gets out. Locket comes out from Shy Running to keep him alive. Legos gonna get charmed and kited away. There's the Brambles gonna root him up in place, but no members of United is one to put out any more damage. There's Chrono Swifty gonna get jumped down by multiple members of PLR. He will finally get shut down, but United is one get the Baron. Oh yeah, and Beerus, oh, she's gonna rocket jump in. Shirani gets crit down. Beerus is on a rampage. I feel bad for Chrono Swifty in that situation. He came over to help Beerus pick off Governor Gary Johnson, but as a result of that, Beerus gets the reset off of his explosive charge. He rocket, or to get Shirani rather. He rocket jumps back over the side, but Chrono Swifty has no such way to get back into the Baron pits at the safety of his team, and he gets focused on by PLR. Like I was gonna just recall with that Baron empowered recall. The sapling is his goodbye note to Soapy, as United as one pick up the Cloud Drake for the troubles. Now 3 dragons to 0. The Baron on 4 of their 5 members. Yeah, I would say like a lot of this game hinges on Beerus's participation and aggression in these fights, since Lost Sheep has been pushing side lanes this entire game. He was in the bottom lane when he was needed mid. He was in the top lane when he was needed mid. Alright, and now Cricket moves forward. He has his redemption finished off now, ready to help his team with that big AoE heal. And Sentai Sage moving forward aggressively. He has Cinderhulk, Deadman's Play, Spectre's Cal to go along with his Tiamat for some damage. Sentai Sage is doing a really good job this game. Alright, United is one now. Ready, and they're already here. They're really out-rotating PLR. PLR have to give up this tower. There's just no way they can contest with the way that their members are distributed on the map. Chrono Shrifty coming around. He has a Banshee's Veil now, so it's going to be even harder to peel this Diana off of your backline. Now Soapy, oh, that's a lot of crits! Beerus rocket jumps in, but now that was a huge mistake by the 80 carry of United as well. Sentai Sage knocks out Governor Gary Johnson, but now he's gonna get focused down. Redemption not gonna save anybody. Chrono Shrifty caught by the Cataclysm. Double kill for Governor Gary Johnson. Okay, this is why you don't rocket jump in randomly into the enemy team. He thought he had the kill onto Soapy, but the thing is, the time when you can rocket jump in on the enemy team is when they A, when they're all very low, and B, also when they have not expended their CC cooldowns. He rocket jumps in, gets immediately CC'd and focused down by PLR to the point he can't reset, and that's all of United is one's damage as Chrono Shrifty not able to land his Q onto a priority target. You cannot rocket jump in until after the cooldowns have been expended by PLR. So PLR, they get a little bit back off of that really good team fight for them. Their inhib is respawning in the mid lane. They will finally get this tower in the top lane. Lost Sheep has been hammering away at that one for a long time. Alright, so Beerus, he says, alright, I won't make the same mistake again. Or will he? He rocket jumps in, gets exhausted, and Lost Sheep is going to be able to focus him down. No! Beerus is too far ahead! Rocket jumps forward. Now Governor Gary Johnson is getting in there. He will get blown up. But Sentai Sage is here. He's going to try and get... Oh, he lands the Void Rush! He's going to land it! He jumps in and gets the shutdown under Governor Gary Johnson! The Void... the Prey Seeker landed just before that Rift... that Blast Cone came in. Sentai Sage with a knockup onto Shirani. Legos is here as well. Doing a lot of damage. Chrono Shifty gets Cataclysmed in. He jumps in, destroys Shirani's health bar. Chrono Shifty has to get out of there. No, he can't. Parallelogram picks him off. But the remaining members of United One are so tanky. They're just tanking it up as they focus down Parallelogram. Now United is one. They're going to back away, get the redemption to top him off. Sentai Sage, I guess, doesn't want it. As United is one, they're slowly getting this inhib. And yeah, Lost Sheep is here now, but I don't think that they do enough damage to stop United's one from getting this tower. They're going to be able to back away here. They can't take this fight, but they will back out. Or will they? There's Legos getting caught by the Flag and Drag into the 90 caliber net, or the Yordle Snaptrap rather. Lost Sheep is autoing away. Legos is going to run away. There's a good tide away from Cricket. Alright, United's one looking for a Death Brush play now. Beerus rocket jumps in again! This time he's not gonna get punished for it, but he flashes for it onto Parallelogram, gets a good shield, but he rocket jumps again. Soapy gets in onto him with a body slam, but I don't think he wants this one. PLR 2 split. Beerus rocket jumps into the base. Void Rush comes in from Sentai Sage. Locket going down for Shirani. Depth charge knocks him into the air. Shirani trying to get out, but there's no one on PLR to save him. Sentai Sage tanking up the tower as Beerus and Legos go for him. Cricket just gonna make sure he can't get out. Cricket is gonna take some damage, flashes away, not to die. United just won't get a second inhib. Beerus is gonna have to run away now. The members of his team have backed away, and PLR could focus him down if he went for something aggressive like he has been. Chrono Shrifty, just to add insult to injury, will deny away the red buff from PLR. The last remaining thing to do is send all of United as one into that top lane. Possibly just delay for this Baron, which is spawning in about 40 seconds. Chrono Shrifty going in onto Soapy Penis. There's Beerus, rocket jumping in, he splunks his cast, knocks them away. Chrono Shrifty did land the Q, but he already used both charges of Lunar Rush. Okay, so United is one. What is their next objective? Lego's gonna come across, says, "Hi, Governor Gary Johnson. This blue buff is really nice." be a shame if something happened to. Oh no, it's nice! Orb of Deception from Governor Gary Johnson. Didn't think he would really stick around for that, but I guess he knew United as one weren't in a position to collapse on him, so it will be the blue bomb over to Governor Gary Johnson. They will get the Ocean Drake for their troubles. United as one. And Cricket has the items that make him a really good support now. He has Ardent Sensor, Redemption, and Locket. Has a lot of utility in those item actives for his team. Will help if Beerus rocket jumps in trying to kill himself again. Now PLR, they realize that the Baron is the next objective for United as one. They're securing the control of the area around it. United is one, they're looking for it. There's Shirani gonna go in with the Dreadnought, but it only finds Legos. That's a tidal wave, gonna split the team. It only knocks up one, however, and United is one, they just disengage. Now PLR, that tidal wave is down, but they're very far behind in terms of damage. They do have triple crit available for Lost Sheep as well as. Oh, Beerus gets caught! Governor Gary Johnson goes in and assassinates it from the backside! Governor Gary Johnson now ready, looking for Sentai Sage. That's a lot of United as one's gold lead taken out in the form of Beerus's 80 carry. Oh, but they're losing their base. They had to send Lost Sheep back. Now Legos goes in, he gets a Twisted Advance onto Shirani, followed up by the Aqua Prison. Sentai gets into the backline, Redemption gonna come across. Void rushes in, he's gonna get the knockup, but there's a good Cataclysm from Parallel. Beautiful 4-man Aqua Prison from Cricket! Cricket destroys PLR with that CC, and United's one now too tanky. There's nothing PLR can do. They don't have the damage. Lost Sheep not available. Now Soapy on the run, United is one. They get 2 for their troubles. Beerus did get picked off, but it doesn't matter when your team is that tanky. And Legos will stop Shirani's back. It's just gonna push him away. Might even try and catch him out here, because Chrono Shrifty's on the other side. Chrono Shrifty could collapse onto him, or he could try and, use that Nashor's Tooth Diana to take the next inhib tower, or he could go for the kill. I guess Chrono Shifty values the kill more than ending the game. He's not even gonna land the Q. This is just a wild goose chase. Shirani actually doing a good job stopping United as one from taking any more objectives. And there's Beerus rocket jumping in, as is his custom. He will get the explosive charge, and Baron is now the target for United as one. And this one is gonna go down very quickly. Chrono Shrifty will just melt it with that Nashor's Tooth auto attacks from Diana. Alright, the mid lane inhibitor has respawned. Chrono Shrifty gonna recall. Probably gonna rejoin his team with the teleport after he finishes off some items. Probably gonna be the Void Staff after he sells that Doran's Ring. That's what I would assume, considering the magic resist being built up by the members of PLR. Gary Johnson looking for a cheeky charm out of Fog of War, but it will be sidestepped by Beerus, and now that inhib tower melts. They send Chrono Shrifty into the bottom lane. Here he is teleporting up to join his team as the inhib goes down. They'll probably just rotate onto that mid lane inhibitor. Make sure Cricket and Beerus don't get left behind in rotation. Shirani looking for the Dreadstone. Echo Prison gonna go wide. Sentai Sage just playing zone duty. Alright, they get all 3 inhibs down for United as one. Sentai Sage just being a threat on the side for PLR to think about. Oh, there's the depth charge going on to Beerus. He rocket jump. That's a really good timed rocket jump. Sentai Sage is going to take a lot of damage, but that's a good brambles. The tidal wave comes across. Soapy is going to go down as no Shirani is the first kill of the fight. Beerus is going to take a lot of damage. He's being kept alive by Cricket. Cricket will pay the price, and Beerus will make it out of there. United is one, just so tanky. Chrono Shrifty gonna use the Zonius to drop tower aggro as the second Nexus tower goes down. Soapy and Chrono Shrifty will go down to that auto attack from Lost Sheep. Legos having to run away now because PLR is starting to win this fight. Lost Sheep doing some damage. He has the double Zeal item and the Lord Dominic's. Good Bramble Smash, but Legos gonna stall out for as long as he can, but he will finally go down. And yeah, Beerus forced out of that fight because he rocket jumped in too aggressive again. His team loses the fight. They get the Nexus Tower, sure, but the game could have been over if he didn't rocket jump in like that. Oh, but Beerus, he gets some free autos on the parallelogram. Lost Sheep, that's the over aggressive place that your opponent has been doing. What was that? you can't auto attack while you're 90 caliber netting in gives Beerus one, maybe 1.5 free autos onto the enemy ADC, and when you have when you both AD carries are building crit, it's whoever gets the first auto attack who wins. So yeah, a little bit of overaggression from both ADCs in this game. Unfortunately, or rather fortunately for Cricket, for Beerus, Cricket has a lot more defensive utility in the form of Redemption and Locket. The Locket just finished for Shirani. He didn't have a whole lot of health to stack on top of it. Has the face of the mountain now, so he will have 2 shields available. Yeah, so I really do like the itemization coming up from Cricket. I don't think he should have. The one thing is, I don't think he should have sold his Talisman of Ascension. Rather, instead of the Ruby Sightstone, he should have gotten what's it called? The Eye of the Oasis, because you get the Sightstone wards and you get the nice passive from the Ancient Coin upgrade. And this is gonna be a 4 Dragon Elder for United as one, uncontested. Yep, and United as one will be taken out pretty quickly. They don't have Chrono Shifty here to melt it out with that consistent damage, but they do take it. It is a 4 Dragon Elder. And now PLR, no inhibs, no Nexus Towers. They are on their last legs, and it's going to be really difficult for them to win any form of team fight now. Here we go. Sensei Sage gonna take a little bit of damage. Oh, good flash forward from Sensei Sage, but the body slam from Soapy will stop him in his tracks. Sensei Sage is the first kill of the fight for basically nothing. Title with Chrono Swifty eliminates Lost Sheep from the map. There's the redemption coming across for United as one. Depth charge used, but Parallelogram is getting assassinated. Chrono Shifty's wreaking havoc. Now Governor Gary Johnson running over the side. Beerus is going to get some free autos off, and Governor Gary Johnson just going to melt away. There, Chrono Shifty will finally die, but Soapy is going to go down. Beerus melting away with those auto attacks. He rocket jumps in. He focuses the Nexus, and it will be United as one taking the victory over PLR. Holy cow. That was a very high kill concentration game once we finally got to see those team fights. In the end though, United as one take their victory over PLR. So congratulations to them. We'll throw up the MVP poll in just a second. Let us know who you thought was the MVP for United as one in that victory over PLR. See you in just a few minutes, and we'll announce the MVP that you guys voted for, as well as the final game of tonight. Thanks for watching, guys. Internet, hello and welcome back to OKLCS Season 4 Week 3 Platinum Cap. We just saw United as One take down PLR in a really chaotic game, I have to say. And your votes are in. The MVP of that game will be Cricket, the support player for United as One on that Nami, doing a really good job keeping Beerus alive after he's jumping into the enemy team. So good on him. Cricket will take the MVP for that game, and we'll go ahead and get into our final game of the night, which will be between Rogue 5 and Trill Boys. So, well, if I can get it to come up. Thank you, thank you. I also need to adjust everything. Yeah. There we go. So this needs to be adjusted. And of course I do need to change those things at the top. I'm sorry, you guys. So it is the Rogue 5 on the blue side up against Trill Boys on the red side. Trill Boys, winners of Gold Cap last, but they've been having a rough start to their Platinum Cap debut here in Season 4, so we'll see if maybe they can make it back, take their first victory in Platinum Cap here this split.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Alright, Rogue 5. Look for some potential invade onto Trill Boys' blue side, but they're spotted out by a ward and they didn't want to go any further. Interesting that Ahaze has actually opted for Master Yi jungle. That's not something you see a whole lot. Additionally, I don't think that, Trill Boys really have a good team composition for Master Yi jungle. Most of the time when you see something in Master Yi jungle, you want to have a team that's excels at supporting him. Something like, Kale is, the classic. Gives him the invulnerability, gives him attack speed when you build the Ardent Sensor. Sometimes you even take the Windspeaker's Blessing when you're doing the whole, that's the classic boosting combo where you take Kale and Master Yi. But, Ahaze is relatively on his own in this game. He's got no support from the other members of Trill Boys, and True Fury just coming in to try and harass them off of this blue buff. He's not going to be able to get the rocket grab in there. Ahaze dodges it as well as secures the blue buff with Alpha Strike. Now Attila the Hun moving forward, throwing out those Qs, just gonna harass down guitars with superior range as long as he doesn't pick up the Malefic Visions, or as they're more commonly known, the Space Aids. As long as he doesn't pick those up, he should be able to slowly bully out guitars if he manages his mana well. Right, so True Magic and True Fury. This is a lane you would expect Aussie and Texture to be shoving in, because again, it's a Tristana, and Thresh will have superior range compared to Blitzcrank. Yeah, and at level 1, really, Aussie and Texture are playing super scared at level 1, whereas Draven doesn't really come online until level 2 when he can start resetting his W and get the big damage repeatedly from his spinning axis. Blitzcrank as well, getting hit by a hook doesn't matter as much when you don't get knocked up and that bonus auto attack damage on the Power Fist. So, mistake by Aussie and Texture to let True Magic and True Fury hit that level 2, but first, I think they really could have aggressed a little bit. Alright, Aussie and Texture will hit the level 2 now. Level 3 available. Oh, very fun day. Gonna get the wall up onto K Trillion, but not gonna trade too much damage back and forth. Okay. Alright, Ahaze and Legit are gonna run into each other into this in this river, but looks like Ahaze doesn't really want to take anything right now. Attila the Hun running himself a little low. Guitars is doing a good job. He's popped the one potion, but there's Malefic Vision's gonna be used. Oh, here we go. It legit forces the flash away from Guitars. Oh, but the stun lands from Attila the Hun. Just gonna be the auto attack for some free mana. Legit had already backed away. And we'll just go back to seeing everyone farm. Ahaze is... this is a very different pick from what Ahaze is used to. Ahaze, in previous weeks and historically in Gold Cap, he used to play very gank-oriented junglers. And so in general, you saw him fall behind on jungle farm and EXP in favor of ganking for his lanes. However, this game, he's actually the one with the CS lead, with the EXP lead, and he's farming away on Master Yi, a very farm-oriented jungler. Kate Trillium going in for some damage on a Very Fun Day, but a Very Fun Day, he has those hyper procs, and Kate Trillium, I don't think he wanted this one. Rupture's gonna be missing. A Very Fun Day hops himself forward. Kate Trillium's just gonna give up a solo kill to this one. He flash after the auto attack. What was the point of that? You knew that was gonna kill you. K Trillium gives up a solo kill and his summoner for no reason. Big mistake by the top laner of Trill Boys. Now Rogue 5 also gonna start up on the Infernal Dragon. Ahaze does have a higher level smite than Legit, but he gets exhausted. Legit taking a lot of damage. They gotta focus on Ahaze before it gets into smite range. They do kill him up. Ozzy comes forward. He heals. He doesn't get it. He gets the smite for Legit. Rogue 5 disaster strikes for the Trill Boys very early on in this game. Oh, there's a Death Sentence landing on the True Fury. Texture follows it through, flays him back, but here's Legit flash, flag, and drag. He lands on the Texture. True Fury folds him backwards, and now the Summoner heal from True Magic will keep his brother alive, as Texture will go down to the auto attack from True Magic. That's the Adoration cash in. Huge swing for Rogue 5. So, let's just go over everything that went wrong for Trill Boys. True Magic picks up an Adoration cash in off of a good gank from Legit. Infernal Dragon goes down in favor of Rogue 5. They kill off Ahaze in the process. And a solo kill, as well as the flash away from K Trillium, trying to trade onto a Very Fun Day, but just not respecting his opponent. Honestly, that's all you can say what happened. K Trillium not respecting the damage from a Very Fun Day, trying to read him with the ruptures, and just gets caught. Additionally, just based on what he's building, Kate Trillium has a Ruby Crystal, Sapphire Crystal. It's more than likely going to be the Righteous Glory. You can build both of those items into it. At least I hope that's what he's going for. The other possibility is the Rod of Ages, which for a long time was standard on Shogath, but ever since the changes to him, he does a lot of damage with his Feast. It's just in general a lot more efficient to go for a full tank build as well. Oh, a Very Fun Day jumps onto Kate Trillium. There's the wallop. He's gonna get Nard into the wall. Doesn't get the stun. A Very Fun Day just gonna get ruptured, and that will mean Kate Trillium will be able to make it out alive. But I really hope Kate Trillium does not go for the Rod of Ages. It's just not as efficient, and you don't get a very nice active like you do from the Righteous Glory that allows you to get into the backline and just feast on the 80 carry. Oh, but True Magic, 14 CS lead over Ozzy. He's got that kill as well as the Adoration stack cashed in. So, things are gonna calm down just a little bit. Legit has hit his level 6. Can gank onto anyone without flash with the Cataclysm, and K Trillium, I think, would be the prime target. They do have Ahaze snuck into the side brush, so this will be a 2v2 if they choose to go for it. A Very Fun Day about to go Mega, but he does not have that Gnar available. He's actually gonna hop forward, and here's Ahaze. There he goes. He alpha strikes in. He actually has to flash out. What? He's so scared of a Very Fun Day just gnarring him into the wall, or into the tower rather, after the alpha strike. But Gnar was not available. Rocket Grab not gonna land. True Fury looking for, fishing for Ozzy or Texture. Guitar's doing a pretty good job keeping up in CS against Attila the Hun. He's down a little bit. But he's doing okay. True Fury just moving forward aggressively. Texture, not the level 6 a hit for the 80 carries, and there's True Fury's level 6. He could just, yeah, he can just move forward and zone away Texture and Ozzy with the threat of that rocket grab. They have a lot of damage. Oh, there's the shield being popped, and there's the stun into the flag and drag. Guitar's gonna go down to the Cataclysm. Rocket grab lands onto Ozzy. He takes the Dark Passage out. Summoner heal was used as well. True Fury taking a lot. Oh, rocket grab lands. Ozzy gonna get taken out by another auto attack from True Magic. True Fury, that was really nice. He burns a lot from Ozzy. Forces the rocket grab. Forces the Dark Passage out, and then he goes for the rocket grab after everything has been burned. Just walks forward for that for that one. Oh, right of the Arcane gonna come out onto A-Haze. He's gonna get knocked into the air, or legit will take the Alpha Strike. He will get the Meditate, and actually A-Haze is out. A-Haze is out. He canceled. Oh, K Trillium Rupture gonna be dodged with the hop. He's gnarred into the wall. K Trillium solo killed again by a very fun day. I have to say it was well played by A-Haze. He dodged a lot with the Alpha Strike. He used the Meditate to cancel a lot of damage from Legit's auto attack, and then somehow made it out. I'm astonished that he's alive, but in the end it's Tower First Blood for the Rogue 5, so it's still a win for them. Right, but a very fun day. Focusing down onto this top lane tower after he solo kills his lane opponent. K Trillium walking his way up there. He has teleport, but I don't think there's anything he can do. He's now 2 levels down to his lane opponent. A very fun day. Trillium is gonna make it back to lane. A very fun day. Will not quite get the tower, but it matters significantly less since Tower First Blood has already gone down. The Rift Herald is the target for Rogue 5. They have 4 members on the Rift Herald and a very fun day in close proximity. They as a team will take out the Rift Herald. Oh, a very fun day. Dodges the Rupture again and gets another oh, not quite. Nice dodge by K Trillium, but a lot of pressure available. So a very fun day there. He's trying to focus down onto this tower. He will get it now. K Trillium has the health advantage because of all that free damage, but a very fun day. He's backing himself away. He's kiting back, and a K Trillium looking for the feast. He hops forward. A very fun day. Gonna get it before the feast can come out. K Trillium doesn't have it. A very fun day has his number. Rogue 5, they got 2 outer towers already, and the Rift Herald will secure the 3rd. 3 outer towers unanswered by Trill Boys, and Rogue 5, they're getting another one. Trill Boys, they're not responding to this Rift Herald push, and they will always out-push you with the Rift Herald. Ozzy is just trying to do what he can in that bottom lane, but they got a teleport from a very fun day to contend with. Rogue 5 just out-rotating Trill Boys, and individually are a very fun day has K Trillium's number. K Trillium has historically been a very lane dominant top laner on his comfort picks, Darius, like Alawi, and they've just been denied to him, or perhaps he didn't opt for them this game, but I can't tell you how Champion Select went, but a very fun day. 60 CS up at 12 minutes. True Fury flash rocket grab onto Texture, and that will be a quick kill onto the support of Trill Boys. And Rogue 5, they get the Cloud Drake. They get everything that they want. A very fun day with the pressure that he has is now pushing onto this outer tower in the bottom lane. They have A-Haze in the area, but A-Haze is level 8 compared to level 11 Gnar for a very fun day. Alright. The 4 towers unanswered to 0. It is an 8k gold lead at 13 minutes for Rogue 5. 8 trillion. He's just playing catch up at this point. And now Attila the Hun is a relatively quiet game. He's 0-3. Rogue 5 are actually on track to perfect game Trill Boys on this one. If they don't give up any kills, no towers, no dragons. A very fun day is actually going to be the one handed off going to be taking the blue buff from the for Rogue 5 rather. Not going to give it to Attila the Hun, who you'd expect it to go on. A very fun day has very little use for that. I'm not entirely sure why he took it. Rogue 5, True Magic and True Fury into the bottom lane to pull the wave in. Attila the Hun just doing what he needs to do. He's wave clearing. Ahaze is on a ward. Flag and drag in, and True Fury's gonna knock him up. There he goes. Flash away from Ahaze, and the rocket grab will pick up the kill. True Magic tried to assist with the whirling death, but didn't get any assist there. True Fury picks up that one. True Magic a little bit low on mana, but he's got his team to back him up, and he's got a huge lead as well. Ozzy, K-Trillium, and Texture just here to try and stop them, but Rocket Grab lands onto K-Trillium, and he's not very tanky! He's gonna get focused down, legit Flag and Drag knocks him up, and True Magic has the damage they need. Alright, a very fun day. Now he gets an auto attack onto Guitars. Guitars is gonna use the ultimate, and Guitars flashes out from a very fun day. A very fun day is just demolishing all the members of Trill Boys this game. Alright, Rogue 5, they're getting everything around the map. They've just secured their 5th tower of the game in that bottom lane. The 6th tower of the game for them is almost down. Attila the Hun will take away the blue buff from the Trill Boys. A very fun day. He's got a lot of members of the Trill Boys on their way up to try and catch him, but he's backing away appropriately. He gets that tower, or the wave into the tower. Just gonna be picked up by Ozzy as best he can. Now a very fun day building towards the Frozen Mallet, and once he gets that, it will be completely unstoppable. No one on the Trill Boys is tanky enough to survive him, and he can just chase people down with the Phage passive from Black Cleaver as well as the slow from Frozen Mallet. He is 16 CS away from Flame Horizoning K-Trillium. Everyone else across the board relatively even in terms of CS. There is about 20 in favor. Oh, Ahaze gonna get found by a very fun day. He misses his boomerang, however. Death Sentence gonna go wide. Guitars is there, but he doesn't have his ultimate, or he does rather. Ahaze gonna be running himself out of there as Texture gets the Flag and Drag, flashes himself out. That's a good rupture to disengage, but there's the Whirling Death coming across. Right of the Arcane gonna come, and Texture, he's got a fancy beat it out. A very fun day throws at the boulder, but it doesn't find him. But there's the Flag and Drag, and Ozzy gonna get sniped down. Legit picks him up with the Cataclysm, and now Guitars has to interrupt his ultimate to run away. K-Trillium looking for some damage. True Fury is here. He's taking up the tower. Flag and Drag out to safety. A very fun day running for his life. On Rogue 5, they do catch out Ozzy in between the lanes, and now Rogue 5, they're looking for the final tower outside of the base of Trill Boys. Death Sentence goes wide. Oh, Rupture lands onto a very fun day. He's silenced up. There's the Rocket Grab onto K-Trillium, and they might focus him down. He doesn't have a whole lot of tank stats. A very fun day about to go Mega. He does have that. No, he does not have Gnar, actually. But Attila the Hun is just ripping away at the health bars from very long range onto Trill Boys. That Q lands onto K-Trillium, and now True Magic is going to take some damage from Ozzy, but that big crit and Static Shift proc onto him. This game has just been so systematic and individual play from Rogue 5. Haven't really had to do a whole lot. Right, they're looking for this tower, but they might need to back away here as 3 members of Trill Boys on their way up. Texture is they're not gonna find him. Ozzy just gonna rocket jump over for some CS. And Rogue 5 will pick up the Ocean Dragon for themselves. It's 3 dragons of different types, all of them over to Rogue 5. Trill Boys still struggling to see if they can secure anything on the map. He's gonna take away his own red buff. Oh, True Fury looking for Ozzy here. He's gonna rocket jump out. Oh, but the rocket grab follows True Fury with the nice play, but Ozzy makes it out on the Dark Passage with the help of the Summoner heal. Really nice play from True Fury, but really nice escape from Ozzy and Texture. Oh, but the Whirling Death and the Cataclysm! He goes unstoppable legit, and Ozzy is just gonna go down and rocket grab onto Ahaze after the Flag and Drag. Ahaze gonna run himself out of there, and right in the Arcane will snipe him down. Attila the Hun is the one to finish that one off. So 2 members of Trill Boys dead. Rogue 5 will secure the first inhib tower, and the inhib will be quick to follow. And there it goes. So 6 towers to 0. This is almost a 14k gold lead at 20 minutes for Rogue 5. And then, to add insult to injury, Rogue 5 will deny as well the remaining jungle from Trill Boys. Or they don't want that Raptor, I guess. Oh, but Attila the Hun, he's in. Oh, Ozzy gonna take a lot of damage. He's gonna rocket jump out. Will make it out. The rocket grab not quite gonna catch him, but there's the tower going down in favor of Rogue 5. True Fury looking for Ozzy. What is he doing? He's taking a lot of free damage. Gets flayed back, flashes out. Silence goes down. Death Sentence lands. K-Trillium looking for it. Exhaust goes down, and now Attila the Hun's here. Stun doesn't quite have the range. K-Trillium gonna get crit by True Magic. Now Rogue 5, they're looking for... What are they doing in the mid lane, actually, is my question. They could go to that top lane and get that inhib, and that's where the pings are going. The Boulder Toss goes out. Ahaze is here. He needs to back away because his team's nowhere in a position to help him. Rogue 5 are going to be able to get this tower for nothing. A very fun day. Just tanking it up after that Boulder Toss grabbed him tower aggro. Attila the Hun just throwing out poke from nice safe position. Rupture's gonna land, Death Sentence goes wide, and Attila the Hun's gonna use the Rite of the Arcane just to chunk him out as the inhib goes down for the Rogue 5. Right, here we go. See what is happening here soon. Alright, Rogue 5, they're Rogue 5 starting up on the Baron. It is down to about half already. Unfortunate for them, they don't have a mountain, but a very fun day. Gonna play zone. Texture is here, as is Ozzy. He misses his Boulder Toss. Oh, Rocket Grab pulls Ahaze in! He gets focused down! Death Sentence comes in from Texture, but he's alone. He gets taken out by an auto attack. Boulder Toss goes down. K-Trillium steals the Baron with the Feast. He flashes in, he gets the Feast. He kills off legit. There goes the perfect game for the Rogue 5, but it's not gonna matter, as Ozzy will get focused down. A very fun day, gonna chase him down. He gets the speed boost from the Hyper as he goes back many. Heal comes out as True Magic crits him down. Rogue 5, they give up their perfect game as K-Trillium's able to pick up the single kill that they have and the Baron with the Feast. But Rogue 5, it looks like this will be the end of the game for them, as Ozzy and K-Trillium are still dead. Ahaze is going to Alpha Strike in, but he's going to get focused down. He takes a lot of damage. Death Sentence lands onto a very fun day who hops himself out. Ahaze did make it out, but the Rite of the Arcane going to come across. He's trying to juke. Will the last one land? Yes, it will! Attila the Hun snipes him down with the last one. Alright, Trill Boys will hold off on this push. They will hold off the push from Rogue 5 for just a little bit longer. And Super Minion streaming in from 2 lanes for Rogue 5. Now, all they really need to do is group up and go towards that bottom lane. The minions will do the rest in the other lanes. Either they'll drag someone from Trailboys away, or they will put pressure onto their Nexus towers for them. Righteous Glory finished up for Kate Trillium, and then he's going for a Rod of Ages afterward. This is definitely, oh my word. And as I say it, he sells those components. Not only were you not going to get the Rod of Ages until 24 plus minutes into the game, but you've also just sold those components. You are missing out on so much gold, and you can't afford to do that. You're already so far behind. I mean, I agree he shouldn't have built Rod of Ages, but he shouldn't have sold his items. It's just Cade Chilliam doing a lot of things wrong in this game. Got the Righteous Glory, he's building towards the Stoneborn Plate, which is, you know, in general, the 2-item combo you want on Cho'Gath. Warmog's Armor is also a big one for him, since it gives you a lot of flat HP and that HP regen. But Rogue 5, they focus down the last remaining non-Nexus tower. They're gonna get the inhib as well. 3 inhibs down for Rogue 5. Trailboys are under so much pressure. Rocket Grab lands on the Texture, and Texture is not quite gonna get focused down. Rogue 5 not. Oh! It's because Ahe's got sniped on the backline. Death Sentence gonna land in the legit. Trillium knocks up 2 with the Rupture, but he's just gonna get knocked out himself into the Rocket Grab. Or into the Flag and Drag, rather. The Nexus towers will fall. Rogue 5, the play back onto True Fury. He's not quite got Nexus tower aggro. Silence goes down onto a Very Fun Day, who hops out. He will survive. And Rogue 5 will take a very dominant victory over the Trill Boys. Alright, so we will throw up the MVP poll for you. Let us know who you thought was the MVP for the Rogue 5 over the Trill Boys. That should be in Twitch chat, available now. We'll pop back to me for just a minute and we'll see who, we'll take some time. Let us know who you thought was the MVP. And we'll announce that just before we end the stream for the night. No votes have come in just yet, so not a whole lot of horse racing we can really play. Lost a lot. Quite the one-sided game. Trill Boys are having a really rough start to their Platinum Cap career. But really promising from Rogue 5. Really nice play from them. A Very Fun Day has the first vote, and first and only vote so far. Goodness. Yeah, really not a whole lot you can say. It was just, it's so dominant you can't really point out a huge outlier, but if I had to say so, I would say A Very Fun Day dominated his lane, dominated in terms of pressure, had just put so much pressure on the map for Rogue 5 that there was really nothing Trill Boys could do to come back from it. No more votes are streaming in, so I'm just going to go ahead and end the voting and say, go ahead, give it to A Very Fun Day. Makes a lot of sense to me. That's who I would have given it to. That is going to be it for us tonight and for this week. Join us next weekend for OKLCS Week 4 stream. Hope to see you there, and hope you enjoyed. Have a good night, everyone.